Red Sox team this year that is kind of, wins will pile up on each other, but so will losses. They've kind of gone one way or the other. Once they lose one or two, they can win one or two. They'll go from there. They are wearing their City Connect uniforms tonight, so hopefully...
let me tell you, Kenley Jans is not happy about that.
Yeah, I heard you heard him talking. He didn't really enjoy the yellow jerseys.
Yeah, he's a traditionalist. He basically said, in not so many words, the reason we're winning is because we're playing good, not because of the yellow jersey. So, but as Alex Cora said before the game, it's good for business. And listen, I mean, that's the reality. It's good for business. It just happens part of the business is them actually winning a lot of games in them.
Yes, I'm sure they sell more jerseys and hats of the yellow and blue variety the more they win. Rob Bradford, thank you so much for taking the time tonight and enjoy the game.
Awesome job, John. I'll talk to you.
Coming up next, manager Alex Cora joins Joe Castiglione for his full sit-down before tonight's game. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Here comes the fun at WaterWiz Water Park. Just minutes from Cape Cod. Speed down our all-new slide experience. Splash around in the wave pool. Float down the lazy river. And enjoy delicious new food options. We are now open for the season, so get ready to whiz out with the entire family. Visit waterwiz.com to buy your tickets online and save. For the best price, purchase your tickets on our website before the day of your visit.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Where easy listening goes all electric. The all-electric BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places.
A career at Maine Health means advancing your skills, expanding your professional opportunities, and changing lives with people who will change yours. To learn how to start your career here, go to mainehealth.org/join the team.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. You'll be glad you did.
Hold up, you're using Swiffer Power Mop? What would Mom say?
Oh, she'd be like, a mopping bucket is the only way to deep clean your floors. And I'd be like, Mom, this is the new Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one that gets you a mop and bucket clean in half the time.
She'd never believe you.
I'd say, look, the solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket. And the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get into grout lines. That's why you're the smart one.
Really?
What? Mom said it.
The new Swiffer Power Mop. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Time to take a look at the league leaders and who's circling the drain. Drains by James continues to unclog the bases at a record pace, as Drains by James is the choice when fans need drain cleaning, water jetting, camera inspection, or pipe lining repair. Excellent grease removal, too. When your home or business needs top drain or pipe service, please visit drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Get fast, reliable Xfinity Internet, and now you can add a whole new way to watch the entertainment you love. Introducing Now TV, the best value in live TV and streaming, just $20 a month. Get over 40 live channels, plus watch movies, shows, and live sports with Peacock Premium, a $5.99 a month value, included at no extra cost. Start watching thousands of hours of content in minutes. So whether you're an action junkie, a sports buff, or a romance fanatic, you can stream all the entertainment you love, all on the network made for streaming. Now through September 21st, get the best value in live TV and streaming, all on the best network. Switch to Xfinity Internet for $25 a month for 12 months, and add Now TV with Peacock Premium included for just $20 a month. Call, click, or visit a store to switch today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Now TV requires Xfinity Internet. Internet equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply to internet service. Actual speeds vary.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back into the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm your host, John Lyons, and a huge thank you to Rob Bradford for joining us in our last segment. And in this segment, we're going to hear from Red Sox manager Alex Cora. Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer Sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford.
Well, Alex, your club did the job against Kansas City, 3 out of 4, and now another series that I'm sure you really feel you should win.
Oh, I mean, we feel we can win every series, and there's a team, they're pitching well. They're doing a good job, and obviously, we're struggling offensively. So hopefully we can put better at bats and set the tempo in game 1. They got 2 tough lefties coming up, and we just got to be ready for them.
The bullpens work like clockwork with Schreiber, Winkowski, then Martin, and then Jansen. The last 2 nights, can you use any or all tonight?
Probably not. There's other guys that have to step up, and there's a beat of 162, right? It takes everybody to win ball games, and today's one of those nights.
Well, tonight it's Chris Sale, and last pitched on June 1st. What are some of the signs you will look for?
I mean, obviously, command is very important. His mechanics are the most important thing, and just go out there and compete. That's the most important thing. We haven't seen him in a while, and there's a guy that is very important to our program, and it should be fun tonight watching Chris perform.
Will he have a pitch limit or maybe an innings limit up and down?
Yeah, we're talking about like 65 pitches, 4 innings, so hopefully we can accomplish that.
You think we'll see maybe Barclaw tonight?
We got plenty of arms back there. We'll see how the game goes, and we'll make decisions, with what the game dictates.
Turner's not in the lineup again. How is Justin doing?
He's doing better. He's doing better today. He's going to go through the full workout. He's out here. He's going to run, take grounders, hit. He might be available to pinch hit tonight, and hopefully he can be ready for tomorrow.
And how about Skubal? What do we know about Skubal?
He got a good fastball, good slider, good changeup to righties. Different angle, tough angle. He's pitched well against us the last few years, so we just gotta, stay with him. He's coming out of injury. This is his 6th start, if I'm not mistaken. So probably there's a pitch count. Get that pitch count up and get to the bullpen. We haven't done that in a while.
Alex, last night, one of your runners was called out for running outside the restraining line or inside the fair line. That's always been a real issue in the game because that restraining line is in foul ground and it's not a direct line to first base. Do you have any solution?
Probably put how they do it in softball, put the orange bag outside, in foul territory, so the runners just go straight to that one. I don't know. Maybe that's the solution.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Alex, we have our Sherwin-Williams question of the week from Al Scott of Al the Painter in Hudson. Does it take a certain type of player to succeed in the Boston market?
good players. That's the first, and I do believe as a player here, you have to kind of like enjoy the whole experience. The passion and the scrutiny of this market. It's not easy, but at the same time, it should be fun. Jim Rice, we had a conversation with him in spring training, and I think he put it perfectly. This is not a tough place to play. It's a fun place to play when you do things right, and that's what we try to do.
Is a thick skin a necessity?
I believe so.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Alex.
Thank you, Joe.
Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus is an exclusive program with pro-level services designed to help you manage and grow your business. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today.
That is Red Sox manager Alex Cora, which leads me into the Herb Chambers pregame batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, New England's largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. Leading off for the Red Sox tonight in left field is Rob Refsnyder. He's hitting .266 with 1 homer and 26 RBIs. Batting second for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers. Playing third base, he's hitting .263 with 26 home runs and 79 runs batted in. Adam Duvall bats third. He's playing center field with a .249 batting average, 10 home runs, and 31 RBIs. Batting cleanup, Masataka Yoshida, the designated hitter, batting .304 with 12 homers and 55 RBI. Trevor Story, he's playing in his 4th game back from injury. He'll be playing shortstop tonight. He got his first hit last night, a double. He also had a walk. Batting 6th is Alex Verdugo, playing right field. Had a great play in right field last night, and Alex Cora called him one of the best right fielders in the major leagues. He's hitting .273 with 8 home runs and 44 RBI. He's hitting .292 in the month of August, though, so he's really played well since the calendar changed to August. Pablo Reyes bats 7th, playing second base. In 36 games with the Red Sox, he's hitting .330 with 1 home run and 13 RBIs. Batting 8th is Tristan Casas, playing first base, .252 average with 18 homers and 42 RBI. Connor Wong bats 9th and catches, batting .241 with 6 homers and 25 RBI. And, of course, on the mound is Chris Sale to start tonight's game. That is the Herb Chambers batting order. We don't sell cars. We help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. And Alex Cora said a couple interesting things there in his interview with Joe Castiglione. He said it, he feels that the Red Sox can win every series. And last segment we had Rob Bradford on, and he mentioned how important it is for the Red Sox to stack up series wins as we move forward, as they push for the postseason, but also if you look at what their upcoming schedule looks like. Because you have Detroit this weekend, then they go to Washington next week, then they go to New York. There's all winnable series from here through the end of the New York series, but then they have a really tough stretch to end August. They play 4 games on the road in Houston, then they come home, they play 3 games against the Dodgers, which is Mookie Betts' return to Fenway Park since his trade a few years ago, and then they finish off the month with 3 games at home against the Houston Astros. So that's 7 games against Houston and 3 games against the Dodgers to round out the month of August. So really, this is a point for the Red Sox. If they can stack up series wins against Detroit, against Washington, against New York, a sweep as well in there, perhaps 2, then they can set themselves up really well for some tough series against Houston and LA, which would lead them into a September where they have Kansas City to start September, but then they have Tampa Bay, then they have Baltimore, they have Toronto later in the month, Texas later in the month, and of course they round out the season with Baltimore. So they have a difficult schedule from about August 21st through the end of the season. The Red Sox have a really difficult schedule, so this series is really pivotal as it starts tonight with Chris Sale on the mound. And it is now time for the Kubota Farm Report. The Friday Farm Report is sponsored by your New England Kubota tractor dealers. The versatile Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors are rated #1 in durability and owner experience. In Mass, it's MB Tractor in West Springfield, and in North Reading, Ahern Equipment in Spencer, or Bacon's Equipment in Williamsburg. And for the Farm Report, the Worcester Red Sox won 2 games in a row against Buffalo earlier this week, and after a rainout yesterday, are currently trailing Buffalo 5-1 in the 7th. Bobby Dahlbeck hit his 28th home run for the Woo Sox, scoring so far this evening. The Portland Sea Dogs are currently taking on the Hartford Yard Goats with the score 1-0 Hartford in the 3rd inning. That is your Kubota Tractor Farm Report. You can also stream every Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And I've mentioned Chris Sale quite a few times in this program, and I think getting 3 or 4 innings out of him is not only important for the team going forward and for him coming back tonight, but Alex Cora said something in his interview in regards to the bullpen, in that John Schreiber, Chris Martin, Kenley Jansen, Josh Winkowski, all likely unavailable tonight, as all of them pitched the previous 2 nights, pitched really well last night in a shutout of the Kansas City Royals. So without those 4 guys being available, Cora mentioned other guys will need to step up, but I think if you're not going to have those 4 guys available, arguably your 4 best relievers, you're going to want at least those good 3 or 4 innings out of Chris Sale. Cora mentioned he's looking for command of Chris Sale. And Rob Bradford mentioned earlier how the velocity with Sale was down a little bit at Worcester, but according to the Red Sox, the mechanics looked a little better. So we'll see kind of how that shakes out on the mound tonight. But Cora did mention 65 pitches or 4 innings, just for reference. In his last start in Worcester, he threw 4 1/3 innings on 53 pitches. So something kind of in that range is, I think, what Red Sox fans can expect tonight. And Cora also mentioned, last thing that I think this relates to Sale coming back because he's been through so many injury issues over the past 3 years. He was asked by Joe Castiglione, does it take a certain type of player to be successful in Boston? Of course, Cora said the first thing, they need to be a good player, but also they need to enjoy the passion of the fans and the scrutiny. And I think that's something Chris Sale has been able to embrace, is the passion here. He's shown quite a bit of it himself, and I think all eyes are going to be on him. I think there's a lot of fans out there who are really iffy on what to expect from Chris Sale, and they'll take kind of whatever they can get. But I think if we can see the good Chris Sale, who had the 2.42 ERA in May, and we see that not just now but going forward, it's going to help the Red Sox out a lot as they move forward in the wild card race. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. We have 1 segment left coming up. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. We'll be right back.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The world needs ways to reduce carbon emissions.
We're working on solutions in our own operations.
Like carbon capture.
And clean energy from hydrogen.
So, who are we?
Believe it or not, ExxonMobil. And our solutions could help industries like manufacturing,
commercial transportation,
and power generation too.
Heavy industry with low emissions. Let's deliver.
Learn more at ExxonMobil.com.
Where easy listening goes all electric. The all-electric BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Raising Cane's is now hiring restaurant managers in your area. Restaurant managers at Raising Cane's enjoy industry-leading pay and benefits, including a profit-sharing bonus program, medical, dental, tuition reimbursement, 401k with employer match, in addition to opportunities for advancement, and an industry-leading restaurant partner program. Learn more or apply today at jobs.raisingcanes.com. Raising Cane's is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that AutoTrader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with AutoTrader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home or that I could shop by price on AutoTrader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. AutoTrader.
Can we make 10,000 thread count sheets?
For Lens Linens, staying in the comfort zone is never an option.
Maximum thread count we could possibly thread.
An industrial seamstress would make their sweet dreams come true.
I want it to feel like you're on a snowflake, on cotton candy, on marshmallows, on a cloud.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back into Fenway Park. I'm John Lyons, and this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. It's time for the FanDuel Bet du Jour, brought to you by FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. I am betting on Chris Sale to go over 4.5 strikeouts tonight. He had at least 5 strikeouts in 10 of his 11 starts this year, including 6 when he was pulled in the 4th inning on June 1st. And in Worcester, he had 7 strikeouts and 4 1/3 in his most recent rehab assignment. Ben, what are you betting on?
I am going with the Red Sox offense to finally come alive. I'm going Red Sox Tigers over 9 runs. I'm not sure with Sale going short and the bullpen probably a little thin with all the big name guys going the last 2 nights. I think some runs can be scored, so I'm going over 9 total runs.
All right, and that's something Alex Cora mentioned in his interview with Joe Castiglione about getting the offense going. Hopefully this is a night the Red Sox can make that happen. It is time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Couple games underway. The Guardians taking on the Rays, no score there. The end of the first inning, Yankees and Marlins, no score there as well. We got a bunch of games later on tonight or about to get underway. Twins and Phillies, A's and Nationals, Reds taking on the Pirates. The Cubs face the Blue Jays. Cubs have been one of the better teams coming out of the All-Star break in the entire MLB. Hopefully they can slow Toronto down. Braves and Mets, which I'm sure if you circle the schedule in April, you'd think this was a series to maybe win the division, but 2 teams obviously in totally different directions. The Angels are taking on the Houston Astros later tonight. The Brewers taking on the White Sox, Cardinals and Royals, Padres and Diamondbacks. Orioles and Mariners at 10 o'clock tonight. I think that should be a great matchup if you're awake later on, wants to see some good baseball. Rockies taking on the Dodgers, and rounding out the night, the Rangers taking on the Giants at 10:15 this evening. Injury report presented by Catches Law Group. As I mentioned earlier, the key piece of the injury report is Chris Sale, who is making his return tonight from a shoulder injury. He's not the only pitcher returning this weekend. Garrett Whitlock hopefully will be on track to return on Sunday. Justin Turner not in the lineup. He has a heel injury listed day-to-day, though I did hear he had a full workout today, and the hope is that he will be back soon for the Boston Red Sox, and they sure could use that offensive help. Big story, though, today is Chris Sale. He is warming up in the bullpen as we speak. The Red Sox have their yellow City Connect jerseys with those light blue City Connect hats, some of the best uniforms in sports, but don't tell that to Kenley Jansen. He says the Red Sox are winning right now because they're playing well, not because they are wearing yellow. Red Sox batting order, real quick, presented by Herb Chambers. Before the game starts, Rob Refsnyder, Rafael Devers, Adam Duvall, Masataka Yoshida, Trevor Story, Alex Verdugo, Pablo Reyes, Tristan Casas, and Connor Wong. We will pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Red Sox radio network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right. We are the Red Sox Shaws and Star Market Radio Network. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Big story tonight, obviously, Chris Sale, as we wrap up this show. I know I've mentioned it a bunch of times, but this is something that if the Red Sox are going to make a run at the wild card, they are going to need quality starts out of everyone in their rotation. Going with openers was something that caught up with them up until this point. They got a good start from James Paxton last night. If they can continue to get good outings from Paxton, Bayo, and then add Sale into the mix, and eventually Tanner Houck, that could go a long way towards them making up ground in the wild card. My name is John Lyons. This is my first Red Sox pregame show. I appreciate you listening along. This has been the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Hang tight. The Red Sox are in action next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Big thank you to our producer, Ben Charleston. Enjoy the game, everyone.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Where easy listening goes all electric with your favorite hits like impressive style and intuitive touchscreen.
Easy peasy, easy peasy. Yeah.
And smooth acceleration.
Easy peasy.
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Raising Cane's is now hiring restaurant managers in your area. Restaurant managers at Raising Cane's enjoy industry-leading pay and benefits, including a profit-sharing bonus program, medical, dental, tuition reimbursement, 401k with employer match, in addition to opportunities for advancement, and an industry-leading restaurant partner program. Learn more or apply today at jobs.raisingcanes.com. Raising Cane's is an equal opportunity employer.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
What if power outages were out of the picture? What if major storms became minor inconveniences? Work with Black & Veatch, and what if is all you need to ask. In pursuit of resilience, we'll handle what next.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is gone!
Boston strong! On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, Grand Slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Rich Keefe.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to Fenway Park, where the Red Sox take on the Detroit Tigers. Red Sox have won the last two. They took 3 of 4 from Kansas City. They begin today's play 4 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays and 2.5 behind Seattle for that third wild card spot. We have a beautiful night for baseball. Perfectly blue skies, temperature in the upper 70s, hit the 80s today, and also very low humidity. It's breezy, though, wind coming in for the most part as the Red Sox face the Tigers for the first time in April when they swept Detroit in the Motor City. Red Sox come in at 60 and 55. The Tigers have won their last 3. They won 3 straight against the Twins, the leaders in their division, the Central Division, and come in with a record of 52 wins and 63 defeats. Lou Castiglione from Channel 5 will be joining us as we move along here, and Rich Keefe, who does our pregame show, our host, is in the booth and ready to give you the starting lineups. Great to have you here, Rich.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much for having me in the Joe Castiglione booth. It's an absolute privilege on my end, and it's a Chris Sale day. Chris Sale is back, first start since June 1st, and we'll see how he does against the Tigers lineup, which is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. It's the starting lineup brought to you by America's largest injury law firm, where Matt Vierling is the center fielder leading off, followed by Andy Ibanez, the second baseman, batting second. Spencer Torkelson, who leads the team in hits, home runs, and RBIs at first base, batting third. Jake Rogers behind the plate, hitting fourth. Miguel Cabrera, the DH, just one home run on the season for Cabrera in his 20th season in the majors. Kerry Carpenter is the right fielder, batting sixth. Then Javier Baez, the shortstop, batting seventh. Zach Short is the third baseman, batting eighth. And Eric Haas, the left fielder, bats ninth. Tarek Skubal will get the start for the Tigers. It's his seventh of the year. The lefty is 2-1 with a 3.67 ERA. He will face a Red Sox lineup with Rob Refsnyder leading off in left field. Rafael Devers at third base, bats second. Adam Duvall in center, hits third. Masataka Yoshida, the DH, bats fourth. Trevor Story in the lineup for the fourth consecutive game. He's back in there at shortstop for the second time this week. He bats fifth. Alex Verdugo is in right field, batting sixth. Pablo Reyes, who won the game for the Sox back on Monday with the grand slam in the ninth, he is at second base tonight, batting seventh. Tristan Casas up to 18 home runs on the year, but down to eighth in the lineup tonight. And Connor Wong is behind the plate, batting ninth. And as I mentioned, Chris Sale, 5-2 on the year with a 4.58 ERA. The team, 8-3 in his 11 starts, 5-1 over those last six. And in that span, he was 4-0 with a 2.25 ERA. He was really dealing, Joe, right before he got injured, and so we haven't seen him in quite some time. The expectation tonight, about 4 innings, 60 pitches, somewhere in there, give or take. So we'll see what Chris Sale can bring to the table. His velocity, always something to keep an eye on, as he unfortunately has had to make a lot of these starts coming off of a long stint on the IL. Currently 80 degrees here in Fenway Park. Significantly different weather from yesterday, where the entire game was played in under rain. Beautiful blue skies tonight. And as I said, 80 degrees at 7:08. Time and temperature brought to you by Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today. Call 866-90NATION or go online at windownation.com. And once again, the City Connect uniforms, which I gotta say, I think I'm over. I know the winning streak is great, or the record is incredible. 24-5 overall in the City Connect marathon uniforms as the team starts to take the field right now. 9-1 this season. So even with the loss to Kansas City earlier in the week, they've decided to run them back again. The marathon yellow and blue uniforms. But watching the gentleman throw out the first pitch tonight, he was wearing the classic Red Sox uniform, which I honestly kind of miss. And who knows when they'll go back to him, because they have certainly won a lot of games in the City Connect uniform. So Chris Sale will be on the mound tonight. And for the play-by-play, here is Red Sox Hall of Famer Joe Castiglione.
Thank you very much, Rich. Chris Sale pitching for the first time since June the 1st, when he left in the fourth inning with a shoulder issue. That night he was facing the Cincinnati Reds and throwing the ball very well. Sale has faced the Tigers now 36 times. That's the most of any opponent. He had faced Kansas City 35 times. Of course, he was in the Central Division with the White Sox for much of his career. He got his first Major League win against the Tigers in relief in September 2010, the year he was drafted #1 out of Florida Gulf Coast University. He's faced Miguel Cabrera more than any other hitter and walked him 11 times more than any other hitter. Understandable when you're talking about a guy who's got 508 home runs and his 19th all-time in total hits. Friday night's been good to the Red Sox. They are 12-4 this season on Friday night. And right now they are on the 11th of August. They are 60-55. The Cardinals, by the way, in 2000 21 were 57 and 56 on August 11th and made it to the postseason, finishing the year with 90 victories. Sale has completed his warm-up tosses, and we are ready for baseball. Red Sox facing Detroit for the first time since early April. And Matt Vierling will bat first, the center fielder. Vierling hitting a .272 with 7 homers. He's driven in 29. They got him in the offseason from the Phillies in a trade that involved Roger Clemens' son, Cody Clemens. Here's the windup by Sale, and the first pitch is a fastball for a strike over the inside corner. Jim Wolf, known as a pitcher's umpire. His brother Randy Wolf is a big league pitcher, calling the balls and strikes. Jeremy Riggs at first, Mike Muchlinski at second, and Alan Porter at third. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball right side. Ranging over is Pablo, and Reyes has it. A one-hop throw to first in time. Very well done by Pablo. His momentum was taking him toward right field, and he spiked the throw intentionally.
First 2 throws, fastballs, both 95 miles an hour. Something to keep an eye on with Chris Sale, but 2 pitches, 1 out.
Efficient. That'll keep him around longer. Here is Andy Ibanez, the second baseman, who's 5 of his last 11, hitting a .248 with 7 homers. Former Texas Ranger, is from Cuba. And the pitch is in there for a strike at the knee, says Jim Wolf. Spencer Torkelson on deck. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher, Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Wave and a miss, and a slider away. That slider was something that was a work in progress in spring training. Chris had a couple of tough outings, but when he came back to pitch, and he was right, he had a devastating slider. That one's up and away. Fastball at 96, missing.
Working quick, too, Joe. That's when you know Sale's usually at his best, is when he just gets the ball and throws it.
Never was a guy that needed a pitch clock. He delivers 1-2, and it's rake foul as he pulled the slider down the third base side by the Tiger dugout. Tigers managed by A.J. Hinch, who was the manager when the Houston Astros won the World Series in 2017. His bench coach was Alex Cora. One ball, 2 strikes. Tigers have struggled to score runs. Fastball is a little bit low. That was close. They are second from the bottom in home runs with 107. Third from the bottom in hitting at .235. 13th in runs scored. 12th in pitching.
Not a good combination.
2-2 is top foul again by the third base dugout. Yeah, their pitching is the reason they're within 9 games or 11 games of 500.
Yeah, ahead of the White Sox, ahead of the Royals, but they don't run. They don't hit home runs. They have a hard time scoring runs.
They're last in stolen bases as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it swung on and missed. He got him down and away with a sinking fastball at 90. More of his changeup, actually. They don't have a lot of great athletes. They don't have that many prospects playing in the big leagues. Riley Green, their best player, is not in the lineup tonight. He's a left-hand batter with the lefty going, but more a case of him needing a break.
Yeah, he hit a bomb yesterday in their win over the Twins.
Batting over 300. Here's Spencer Torkelson, former #1 pick, and he checks the swing in time. Ball 1. 224 for Torkelson with 17 homers, 61 driven in. Spencer Torkelson out of Arizona State. Sale delivers, and the slider misses inside. We're excited to share that Walmart is stepping up to the plate. For every Walmart wall ball, they donate $100 to the American Diabetes Association. Visit AmericanDiabetesAssociation.org for free resources and support. Chris with the 2-0 and a ground ball pulled foul. That was 95, so the velocity has been pretty consistent.
Yeah, all the fastballs to this point have been right there in the mid-90s. He's mixed in a couple of other pitches as well, and it is a good lineup for him to, make his return against, as we were kind of going over some of the numbers.
Lots of swings and misses in this Tiger lineup. Here's the pitch, and the slider misses low and inside. that slider bites, he's effective. When it rolls, it can be difficult. That's the case with any pitcher. Chris wearing the red glove, going with the yellow jersey, the blue trim. The pitch. Strike over the inside corner. Spotted the fastball well. It's 3-2. Red Sox have won 8 straight against the Tigers. They're ancient rivals, both charter members of the American League. Torkelson was granted time. Sale ready for a 3-2 pitch. Here it is. And a pop foul to the right out of play. Very sad to look over the visiting radio booth and not see our good friend Jim Price, the former catcher, longtime broadcaster, who passed away on Monday at the age of 81. Jim fought cancer and other issues for several years and was working right up until the All-Star break. The pitch, swing and a miss at a high fastball, and Torkelson fans, 2 straight punch-outs for Chris. And after half an inning, Detroit nothing, Boston coming up on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The world needs ways to reduce carbon emissions.
We're working on
like carbon capture
and clean energy from hydrogen.
So, who are we?
Believe it or not, ExxonMobil. And our solutions could help industries like manufacturing,
commercial transportation,
and power generation too.
Heavy industry with low emissions. Let's deliver.
Learn more at exxonmobil.com.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the Red Sox, WEEI.
Home half of the first inning, Chris Sale with the dominant first inning, 2 strikeouts. He retired all 3 men. Here's Refsnyder facing the hard-throwing Skubal, and the first pitch is loop foul down the right field line out of play. Rob hitting at .266 with a homer, 26 RBIs, and .341 against lefties. Tyreek Skubal had a late start this year, missed the last 2 months last season with a flexure issue. Ground ball wide of third, goes through to the shortstop. Baez fires low, gets away, and the runner is safe. It hit off the fence by the Red Sox dugout. That should be an E6. Third baseman moved over and looked like Short didn't figure he could stop it, get a good throwing position, let it go through to Baez, who had time to get him.
Yeah, it's really tough throw. Not much Torkelson can really do there. It was in between a scoop and a backhand and just went right in front of the runner and almost into the dugout.
Just sort of waved at it, though. Didn't look like the greatest effort. So runner on, and here's Raffi taking inside ball 1. Raffi only 6 of 28 in August. Well, they did score at an error. It's a rarity these days.
It is rare.
Skubal delivers, and a fisted foul, third base side, out of play. Raffi, .263 with 26 homers, 79 RBIs, 4th in the AL in both categories. Also 4th in extra base hits with 52. Skubal can hit upper 90s and has even touched 100. Straddling the rubber, he throws to first, and Refsnyder back standing safely.
Skubal's a hoss. He's 6'3", 240. That's what he's listed at.
From the Bay Area, but pitched collegiately at Seattle University. The pitch in their first strike. It's a Jesuit school. Best known for producing the great NBA star Elgin Baylor. Skubal had Tommy John surgery in 2017, so he's had some arm issues. Here's the pitch, and Raffy swings, grounds it toward the middle. It sneaks through for a base hit. Here goes Refsnyder to third, and he'll make it. The throw comes to the middle of the diamond by the right fielder Carpenter, and the Red Sox have runners at first and third with nobody out. Second baseman Ibanez was way over toward first base in the hole, paid the price there.
Yeah, just a nice job by Devers going right back up the middle. Good base running by Refsnyder, and Sox got something cooking here.
We're in the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the order. For every home run by batters 3 through 6, Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Adam Duvall hitting third. He had a good series against the Tigers, and that's where he broke the wrist diving for a ball back in April. 249 now with 10 homers, low and away. So Yoshida put a ball in the scoreboard that stuck in the out sign, the light fixture, shallow left. Last night, Duvall hit one through the ladder. It went for a single. Fastball is inside.
Had you ever seen the ball through the light fixture before?
Never, no. Never. Not in 41 years. I have seen balls rattle around the ladder, which of course is not used these days. It was up there because grounds crew used to use it to get up to the top when they had the screen to get balls out of the screen. Here's the pitch. Fastball is a strike at 96. Skubal could really throw hard when healthy, but it's been an issue keeping him healthy. Big reason why he was just a 9th round draft pick. An arm like this usually goes a lot higher. There's a high fly left field down the line, fading foul and into the stands. It was a changeup. He's one of the Tigers' better young pitching prospects, along with the former #1 overall pick, Casey Mize, who had Tommy John surgery and will not pitch this season. That was quite a loss for them. Tigers haven't fared very well in the field since Dave Dombrowski departed. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got a fastball by him on the inside. Oh, that was nasty.
He was definitely trying to take that one out of the park, too, with a cut up by Duvall. And, you know, with a runner on third, nobody out, got to get that run home. At least Yoshida has a chance now with one down.
Massa batting in the cleanup spot, hitting at .304, 5th overall. Second in the league in multiple hit games with 41. He's homered 12 times and driven in 55. Runners lead at the corners. The pitch is bounced left side to his right. Baez has it, throws to second out. No chance for two, and the run scores. Baez had to go to his right and made an off-balance throw to Ibanez to get the force easily enough, but no chance to turn it over, and the Red Sox get an unearned run.
Yeah, the ball was hit just slow enough, too, where they really didn't have time to turn two on that. So the Tigers get the out, but the Red Sox get the run in.
So it's 1-0 Boston. Here's Trevor Story, who had his first hit last night, a double off the center fielder's glove out by the wall. 1 of 11 since coming off the injured list, playing at shortstop tonight. And he takes a fastball for a strike. He's been chasing a lot of sliders away. That pitch was 96 on the inside. Skubal is 1-1 in his career against the Red Sox. 2-1 overall this season. This is only his 7th start. He delivers, and the breaking ball is in there for a strike. It's a curveball. Red Sox with a quick 1-0 lead here on a beautiful Friday night at Fenway. The 0-2 pitch coming to Trevor. And a ground ball hit to the second baseman. And the throw to first is in time to retire the side. Ibanez to Torkelson. The Red Sox do get an unearned run. 1-0 Boston as we go to the second on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
So often do. The Red Sox just had a video tribute to the returning left-hand pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. It was so good for the Red Sox, winning 64 games here between 2015 and 2021. Eddie will pitch here Sunday. Chris Sale just passed him with his 2 strikeouts in the first inning for 12th all-time on the Red Sox strikeout list by pitchers. First pitch of the second inning is line foul down the third base side by Jake Rogers, the catcher, who's hitting a .214 with 14 homers in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro. He'll be followed by the future Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera and then Kerry Carpenter. Chris delivers his 18th pitch and a strike over the outside edge with his changeup. So he's had all 3 pitches working for him effectively. Rogers, a right-hand batter, and the pitch to him is swung on and missed. Slider in the dirt, picked up by the catcher, and Wong throws him out. 3 straight punch-outs for Chris. He's rolling.
Yeah, hot start for Sale. Time now, Joe, for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. The Guardians and Rays are tied at 1 in the third. Yankees up 4-2 on the Marlins in the third. The Blue Jays trail the Cubs 3-0 in the second, one to keep an eye on for sure. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Okay, thank you, Rich. And the first pitch to Cabrera goes to the backstop. It was inside off the mid of the catcher. Came close to hitting him. Miguel Cabrera, 5 of his last 8. He's hitting .264 with only 1 homer and 17 RBIs. He has 13 doubles. His power certainly isn't there anymore.
And a cautionary tale for the 10-plus year contracts.
This will be it for him. The pitch is a fastball pumped in for a strike. He recently passed Robin Yount for 19th place on the all-time hit list. Got more hits than even Tony Gwynn. 1-1, and it's outside. Won back-to-back MVP awards in 2012 and 13. 3 straight batting titles. But not the same player, quite obviously. Very seldom plays the field.
And he was great right away. When he came in as a 20-year-old, you knew you were in for something, but it's been a while since he's been the All-Star.
Only 5 homers last year. He takes it low. Of course, in his rookie year, he came up mid-season and helped the Marlins win the World Series as a 20-year-old. 2-2. Chris delivers, and Cabrera tries to check on a fastball. He can't do it. It's in there anyway. Strike 3. He wasn't sure whether he swung or whether it was a call strike, but it was, I believe, a call strike, and he's out. Another strikeout. Chris has fanned 4 straight.
Cabrera not happy with it at all. He's still walking back. Got some words. Still not even back in the dugout yet. But yeah, Sale rolling, 24 pitches now. We'll see how long that he'll end up staying.
17 strikes. Here's Kerry Carpenter, left-hand batting outfielder. He swings and hits one in shallow center field. Duvall in. He's there and has it. So Chris on 25 pitches has retired all 6 men he's faced. 1-0 Red Sox after an inning and a half on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have, and over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Alex Verdugo batting first here in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro. 1-0 Boston. A fastball from the left-hander Skubal in there for a call strike to Alex, who's at .273 with 8 homers, 29 doubles. And the next one is in there for a strike at the knee, says Jim Wolf. He's one of the better conditioned umpires in the game. You can tell he pumps iron. Brother Randy Wolf pitched mostly for the Phillies. It was a good lefty. 0-2 the count. And the delivery is low and away. This completes the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the order when batters 3 through 6 homers. Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. We should check in with some of the league leaders coming up momentarily. Here it comes, and a line drive in a left field, a base hit over the head of the third baseman. Left fielder Eric Haas gets it back quickly, and the leadoff man is on.
Here's the league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Let's take a look at the home run leaders across Major League Baseball. Matt Olson and Shohei Ohtani tied for the lead with 40. Pete Alonso has 35. Mookie Betts and Luis Robert each at 31. And then old buddy Kyle Schwarber has 30. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, both residential and commercial at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Pablo Reyes bluffs the bunt, takes it for a ball low and away. See, Schwarber's hitting under 190, but has 30 homers.
30 homers, yeah.
Ultimate all or nothing. Usually when he homers, they come in key spots. Reyes, who's been hot 8 of his last 14, hitting .330 with a homer and 13 RBIs. The pitch is inside. I was talking to Pablo before the game, complimenting him on English. We started doing the interview with him after his walk-off grand slam, with Will doing it in Spanish and translating. And all of a sudden, Pablo switched to English, and he speaks beautifully. His wife is American. Ground ball hit hard. Diving stab by the shortstop. Backhand flip to second on to first, double play. Wow. Javi Baez, who made the error in the first inning with a sensational stab, diving to his left, he grabbed it and flipped it with a glove to the second baseman Ibanez. They turn it over. Reyes can't believe it.
Yeah, Joe, a team not known for their defense at all, coming up with one of the highlights, I'm sure, of the night. Great flip by Baez. They're able to turn 2 on a pretty speedy Reyes.
6-4-3. Baez helped the Red Sox to an unearned run with a throwing error to open the first inning, but that was sensational. Anyway, Pablo was telling us his wife is from West Virginia. He met her when he was rookie ball there with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that helped him learn English quickly. The pitch low and away, ball 1 to Tristan Casas, who since the All-Star break is hitting .342 with 9 homers. Overall, .252 with 18 homers. And the pitch on its way, a big swing and a miss. A slider there. That's a hard slider at 90.
You've come across a lot of interesting characters over the years, Joe. I would imagine Tristan Casas is sort of on that short list.
He is certainly a personality and is not inhibited in any way. I mean, he's very open about some of the things he does, sunbathing and painting his nails. He loves his uniforms because he loves color.
Yeah.
And he's been productive. He's a very interesting guy. Speaks very well. Here's the pitch, and that's a little bit low. That was 99 on the sinker. That'd be tough for a left-hand batter to pick up. That's why Tristan's hitting 8. The pitch. Ground ball hit weakly. Third base side, surrounded by short. Third baseman throws on the move wide, but he hung on to the bag. Torkelson held on, according to the first base umpire, for the out. The Red Sox looking to see if they should review it. Andy Fox on the phone with the video people with Mike Brenly.
They're going to take a look at that. I think the foot probably came off the bag.
But Red Sox were told by Mike Brenly, no.
You know what? He may have gotten a toe on it.
That was an outstanding
stretch. It might stand.
So Zach Short throwing him out after 2. Red Sox lead 1-0 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Here comes the fun at Waterwiz Water Park. Just minutes from Cape Cod. Speed down our all-new slide experience. Splash around in the wave pool. Float down the lazy river. And enjoy delicious new food options. We are now open for the season, so get ready to whiz out with the entire family. Visit waterwiz.com to buy your tickets online and save. For the best price, purchase your tickets on our website before the day of your visit.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
The Pool Source has everything you need this summer, including the newly designed 2023 Saltwater Hot Spring Spa, all in stock or to order. You'll find great financing with their cover lifter, steps, chemicals and delivery included. Above ground pools, in-ground pools, vinyl liner replacements. It's there waiting for you at the Pool Source. For something truly impressive, the Pool Source has custom cut and panel built Finleo saunas. Visit the Pool Source in Cranston or go to poolsource.com. Open 7 days a week.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Red Sox will have the Baez leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood and Lincoln of Westboro. Baez hitting a .223 with 7 homers. Takes a fastball inside. He's had a tough go of it. Strikes out a lot, 101 times already. His second year with the Tigers. Made a sensational play on the double play to Rob Reyes, but through a throwing error led to the Red Sox run. 1-0 Boston. Slider for a strike.
Yeah, Baez was the 2016 NLCS MVP, part of that Cubs World Series team. He was runner-up in the 2018 MVP, but since then, not great.
Had an unhappy stay with the Mets. There's a call strike. That was about for half the season. 1-2 the count. And the lefty works. Swing and a miss. He got him on a slider. What's happening with injuries?
Well, I'll tell you what's happened with injuries, presented by Catches Law Group, New England's personal injury pros. Justin Turner not in the lineup tonight, again with the heel injury, but he did have a full workout. Hopefully he'll go tomorrow. And Tanner Houck, 3 scoreless innings at Worcester today with 3 strikeouts. Since 1986, Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients, and you never pay unless Catches wins. Injured, schedule a free legal evaluation by calling 508-321-7000 or at catcheslaw.com.
Well, one to Zach Short, the third baseman, who made a very nice play, with Turkelson doing a good job to hold the bag at a low throw to end the last of the second inning. 5 homers, 236 for this right-hand batter out of Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut. Swinging strike, 1-1.
Sale's dealing right now. 5 strikeouts through 2 1/3, only at 31 pitches.
He's fan 5 of 7. And the pitch popped up foul, first base side out of play. Your good friend Steve Kahn, the longtime sports information director at Yale, informing us that he's now at Sacred Heart running the hockey program publicity in the new arena there at Sacred Heart. That Chris Short and Jason Foley, a right-hand reliever, are both Sacred Heart graduates. They've only had 3 in their history. The pitch, make the big leagues, rounded hard to third. Raffy, one hands, gloves, fires in time. 2 down. He's been perfect through 8 batters. Now through Thursday at Shaw's in Star Market. Get 2 of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or 28-ounce Gatorade for 97 cents when you use the digital coupon Limit 6. Save on Coke, Pepsi, and Gatorade today at Shaw's in Star Market. Eric Costa, left fielder, hitting a 203 with 3 homers. He's their other catcher. They want another right-hand bat in the lineup, so he's in left, and he takes a slider away for a strike.
You really couldn't have asked for much better from Chris Sale here through 2 2/3.
Pitch count now at 34. Pretty good shape, considering this is the 9th batter. That one's away, 1-1. 25 strikes and only 10 balls, 71%. So the command has been there. And the pitch, swinging a high pop-up, shallow center field, right at the edge of the outfield grass. Pablo Reyes is there, makes the catch behind second base. And Sale, perfect over 3. 1-0 Red Sox after 2.5 in the Shaw's in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
It was your father's leather chair and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaw's in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox Hall of Famer Wade Boggs is in the ballpark tonight. Here's Connor Wong. The number 9 hitter takes a low ball 1 as we welcome the Channel 5 sports anchor, Duke Castiglione. The name sounds familiar.
Great to be here tonight with you.
Hope if you turn on your mic, there's a call strike.
These TV guys, they do it for them.
That's right.
That's right, they do. You just have to talk. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. This guy, when he throws that fastball up and in, it's hard to catch up.
You notice that the lefties, Verdugo and Casas, had a lot of trouble picking up the ball. Verdugo fought off a base hit. Casas just got jammed.
There it is, and that's in the dirt. A hard slider missing. 1-0 Red Sox, an unearned run in the first inning. Throwing here by Baez, a hit by Raffi, and a fielder's choice grounder by Yoshida, driving in the game's only run. Skubal, with just his 7th start of the year, delivers, and a ground ball right side through for a base hit. 97 on a high rider. He did the right thing, though. Didn't try to pull it and roll over.
That's what you want to do against a lefty with good stuff like this. Try to pull that ball. It's going to be a weak tapper to the left side. Connor Wong, when he gets rest, and there was a stretch there where he was catching it, felt like almost every day. You have to think that wore him down a bit, but he gets rest. Good athlete, good player.
And he can run. He's at first base, and here's Refsnyder, who reached on the throwing error by Baez, and he takes a breaking ball too low for ball 1. We called it a strike. That was a low strike call. Wow. 0-1 to Rob, starting in left field tonight. Jarren Duran not in the lineup. He's been struggling of late. Pitch. Low and away. And of course, the lefty is going. Doesn't seem to make any difference with Skubal. If he throws strikes, he's very effective.
Jim Wolf behind the plate, pitcher's umpire. I had him in the minor leagues doing some minor league games. Didn't have quite the muscles he has now.
Yeah, he's probably the best conditioned umpire going. The pitch, high fastball, and he tried to hold up and couldn't do it. That had life. He had 96.
Some umpires with muscles back in the day. Weren't a couple guys wrestlers like Greg Kosk and
Kenny Kaiser, yeah.
Kenny Kaiser.
He was a mass marvel as a wrestler, low and inside.
Probably some good strikeout calls. They can really flex.
Yeah, they don't mind showing it.
Weren't they friends with Gorilla Monsoon or Pleasant Kaiser?
I think they were a tag team match.
Yeah, they were.
2-2 pitch coming. Wong goes. It's taken for a strike. The throw is not in time. It was strike 3 to Refsnyder. It was a changeup, a better pitch on which to run. Throw wasn't bad from the catcher Rogers to the second baseman Ibanez, but Wong steals it. He got a pretty good jump on the lefty. It was right there in the bag. Maybe not the strongest throw. But Wong is at second base, second strikeout. And here's Devers, who singled to right center, a bounding ball that went through his first time up. And the pitch is a little bit low, ball 1.
The Red Sox have never had a catcher that could run like Connor Wong. Very few catchers could. I mean, Biggio, when he came up, was a catcher. Duke Wathan.
Benito Santiago, right? A little bit.
Yeah, Benito could run a little bit back in the day.
There's a ball taken for a strike. Oh, another low strike call. Rafi didn't agree with that. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Connor Wong stealing the bag. Skubal ready for the 1-1. And Rafi swings, grounds it over the mound, but grabbed by the pitcher with a backhand, underhand flip to first for the out. Skubal didn't know where that ball was when it left the bat, but he sort of went back as if he were fielding a punt, turned and made a backhand play for the out.
The Diesel Direct question of the day is brought to you by Diesel Direct, who remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. Today's question, go to @SoxBooth on Twitter. With 7 Silver Sluggers, 2 MVPs, a World Series, and being one of 15 players to win a Triple Crown, should Miguel Cabrera be considered a top 5 player of the 2000s? I would say yes.
Yeah, but Triple Crown, I mean, he's the only one to win it since Yaz.
Yeah.
In 67. Conference at the mound now as the runner went to third. Connor Wong with his 5th steal in 7 attempts. Duvall struck out on an inside fastball his first time up. We're in the third. Red Sox leading in 1-0. Yankees got more bad news today, although they're leading Miami 7-2 at the moment. Mr. Cortez unlikely to pitch again this season. Made one good start coming off the injured list with a shoulder issue, and now he's been shut down.
Mix that with Severino having his problems.
And Rodon. Here's the pitch, and it is a little bit low, ball one.
And was it Herman
Herman out with the alcohol rehab?
Right.
Cole might win the Cy Young, and then they'll have no other healthy starters in the rest of the rotation.
There's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a good changeup away. The Duke is close with Brian the Cashman, the Yankees GM. They repelled a building and jumped out of a plane together. But I don't imagine he's very happy right now.
Well, he wasn't happy when we jumped out of a plane. He broke his ankle.
Really?
Yes.
Here's the pitch, and it's over the outer half, a call strike.
I assume that's why you sign away your life before you do that,
we
right?
Did.
Yeah.
We jumped with the Golden Knights.
Oh, really?
He went down once and was okay, right?
He went down once, and he was fine. He didn't really want to do it again, but...
Well, it's good instincts.
The lieutenant colonel in charge, a big Yankee fan, wanted to go with him. And the second time...
Here's the delivery, and it's low. Well, maybe that was a blessing, because wasn't he going to get into a cage with sharks swimming around?
He told you that he wanted to swim with sharks next. But every year, every Christmas, we would rappel off of 35, the Landmark building in Stamford, Connecticut.
I did not know this about Cashman.
Yeah. Bobby Valentine started that. His hometown. Runner at third, 2 down. The 2-2 pitch. Little high and away. So it's 3-2. I'm glad your mother and I didn't know that you were doing that, repelling that building, or jumping out of the plane.
I think Brian spilled the beans here earlier when you saw him in spring training.
3-2. Fouled around the batter's box.
I tell you, this guy is tough on lefties. Devers was having a hard time picking that ball up. And his base hit back in the first inning, he fought it off and went the other way, too.
This guy's tough on righties if he gets it on the inner half. He can jam them. That was fouled off Adams' foot, and he's hobbled a little bit.
But you said, Joe, he's had good numbers in his career. It's just a matter of staying healthy, being out there. Last year you had a 3.52 ERA and 21 starts. You'll take that.
The Tigers want to rule about pitching. They play in a pitcher's ballpark, America Park. But they have to keep their starters healthy, and as we said, Casey Mize, probably their most prized possession, at Tommy John. 3-2 pitch coming to Adam. Runner at third, 2 down, and it is a little bit low, ball 4. Missed with that fastball at 98. Did 99 once. We haven't seen 100 yet, but we're likely to. The runners at first and third for Yoshida, who had a ground ball to short, forcing a runner, but got credit for an RBI when they could not turn 2.
There was a 4-seam fastball that actually darted down.
This guy's very impressive.
That 2-seamer movement there.
He's ready to pitch to the left-hand batter, and Massa takes a strike. Sinker at 97. If he reaches, Trevor Story would be next. Tigers on the road are 26-30, but 7 under at home. The 0-1, that's low. Alice Fabulous coaching at third, and Kyle Hudson at first. Kyle's done a great job with the base running. He was a speedy wide receiver at Illinois, played in the Rose Bowl. Ground ball bounced weakly wide at first. Torkelson has it. Pitcher a little slow, but he just does beat Massa to the bag. Struble didn't take off right away, almost paid the price, but they get the out. 3-1 after 3. 1-0 Boston on the Shaws at Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Where easy listening goes all electric. The all-electric BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, perfect through 3 with 5 strikeouts. Leading off the 4th will be Matt Vierling. Brought to you by Herb Chambers Batting Order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Volvo Cars of Norwood. Erling grounded to the right side, and Reyes made a beautiful play, diving for it, came up with a one-hop throw to first to retire and to open the game. Erling, a right-hand batter. Graduate of Notre Dame. He was drafted by the Phillies. And the first pitch, he bluffs a bunt, takes a fastball right down Broadway for a call, strike 1. 37 pitches now. If he's at 60 to 65, he's in pretty good shape, maybe to get through 5 innings. He can keep up this pace. Red Sox left runners at first and third in the third. Scored an unearned run in the first, the only run of the game. Erling, a tall right-hand batter, has a 7-game hit streak going. Here it comes, and it's low. Missed with a slider. The slider's had good bite tonight.
Had great bite. So Erling use his time out there. They want to. Looks like they want to slow Chris down a little bit. He's getting the ball and just firing. Great rhythm.
1-1 is chopped off home plate. Charged by Raffy. Gloves, throws on the move and gets him. Raffy got a good break on that ball coming in. He seemed to anticipate. 1 down. What's on the scoreboard, Rich?
Well, the Subaru of New England scoreboard has the Rays up 3-2 on the Guardians in the 5th. The Yankees with a 7-3 lead on the Marlins in the 5th. And the Blue Jays trail the Cubs 3-0 in the 3rd. Later tonight, Orioles and Mariners. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Andy Ibanez struck out his first time, and he swings and fouls it around the batter's box, strike 1. He's their second baseman, a native of Havana, Cuba. They're signed with the Rangers. This is not a lineup, quite frankly, that strikes fear into your heart.
No, good soft landing for Sale after over 2 months on the shelf.
The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him up and away at 94.
It's a great point, Richard. They're ranked 29th in offense, Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Their number 5 hitter, although he's a future Hall of Famer, has 1 home run.
That would be Miggy Cabrera swinging a foul tip into the mid, strike 3. Sale with punch out number 6. Well, who thought there'd be perfection after 3 2/3? 11 up, 11 down. Well, if inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car up a child today. Schedule a free pickup at 877 Cars for Kids or go to carsforkids.com. Cars with a K. Here's Torkelson, who struck out his first time up. This guy has big-time power, but has trouble making contact. And he hits this one high to right field. Verdugo back several steps, turns in front of the track, and makes the catch by the visiting bullpen. And Sale breezing 43 pitches. After 3.5, 1-0 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Easy listening goes electric, and accelerating is
easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. You'll be glad you did.
It looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Home out of the fourth, 1-0 Red Sox. Here's Trevor Story, who grounded out 4-3. His first time up, batting fifth, playing at shortstop tonight. And the pitch is swung on a weak pop foul by the first base dugout and beyond it into the crowd. A jam with that pitch from Schoolbowl, who's almost matched Sale. The only run against him unearned. Of course, Sale's been perfect. Here's the 0-1. And a ground ball pulled foul by the third base dugout. The Tigers hitting coach is Keith Beauregard, a native of Leominster, Mass., who played his college ball at St. Anselm's. Career leader in hits and singles, doubles, triples, and RBIs.
He played some Pro Bowl out in Pittsfield?
Pittsfield and for the Worcester Tornadoes with Rich Gedman managing in the Can-Am League. One of his teammates at Pittsfield was Pete Fatsy, the Red Sox hitting coach. Line drive off the glove of the diving shortstop and a left center, a base hit. Sale hits first with a big turn and retreat as the center fielder Verling gets there. A hard hit ball, so Trevor has his second hit. He's a threat to go. So the leadoff man on. Chris Colabello's here tonight, a good friend of and a former teammate of Beauregard, who's Chris, of course, the slugger for the Twins and Toronto.
Went to Assumption.
The Virage rivals at Stonehill.
Yeah, we moved up. We're Division I now. So I can say I played at a Division I school. See that, Rich?
Don't worry about the timing.
Yeah, don't worry about
the
timing. 20 years later. Verdugo takes a call strike. Division II then. Had a good baseball program. 0-1 to Verdugo, single to left. Beauregard, in his first year as a hitting coach, he'd been in the Dodger organization. The pitch home is swung on and popped foul down the third base side, out of play.
Verdugo's really having a tough time picking the ball up.
But he did line a hit to left his first time.
Good piece of hitting there.
Interesting year for Verdugo, too. I mean, he had almost an all-star caliber first half, then a brutal month of July. He's been benched twice. Some clutch hits, though, this week.
Been in up and down. Fastball, a little low and away.
But he's such an interesting player because he has such great skill. I mean, he's the only really plus defender on this team.
Good defensively, yep.
And he's got great bat-to-ball skills. Even other major leaguers just rave about.
I remember Rich Hill telling us he thinks he could hit 320. The pitch, little low and away. Try to spot that slider.
And next year is a contract year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised this offseason if there's more trade talks. That his name was floated during the deadline. I would assume this offseason there's going to be more of that.
Although sometimes we've seen it before, Dad. You get a guy in the final year of his contract, they get awfully motivated.
It is a great motivator. Normally there's a high foul third base side. Does it work that way in broadcasting?
I played the fifth.
Now through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get 2-liter bottles of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or 28-ounce Gatorade for 97 cents when you use the digital coupon Limit 6. Save on Coke, Pepsi, and Gatorade today at Shaw's and Star Market. There's a battle here between these two lefties. And a fastball. Ooh, where was that?
Just missed.
Ooh, good break for Verdugo there. That was 97.
Yeah, it was just outside. I think it was a good call.
Rogers tried to steal a strike there. Didn't fool Jim Wolf. The 3-2 pitch. The runner does not go, and it's grounded softly to first. Torkelson has it. Fires to second in time. Well, he took a chance, but he made an accurate throw to the shortstop, and they get Story a faster runner, 3-6.
Yeah, that was a chance there by Torkelson. Could have taken the easy out there, but turned, pivoted, and just beat Trevor Story to the bag.
Took a big chance. You're right, Rich. I mean, Trevor Story's probably the fastest guy in this team. It's either he or Connor Wong. You are taking a big chance there. I don't think Story got a great jump there.
No, he must not
base.
have. Yeah.
Because that wasn't even close.
1-on-1 out for Reyes, who was robbed of a hit by Baez, who turned it into a 6-4-3 double play. And he takes a low ball one. We're talking about Reyes meeting his wife in West Virginia, where she's from, when he played in the Pirate system. They now live in South Carolina. He handles English language very well. He said his wife is learning Spanish. The pitch. Breaking ball is low.
We were rooting for that triple the other night.
For the cycle.
Yeah.
The walk-off grand slam was better than anything in the cycle.
Well, I wanted to be like my brother at the doctor and get the free furniture.
Oh, furniture, is that?
Yeah, we just got our furniture. It's great.
0-2. Loop down the right field side. Fair ball over the first baseman's head. Verdugo will make third easily. Throw to the middle of the diamond. And the Red Sox have runners at first and third. Well, Reyes is now 9 of his last 16, and he's been robbed a couple of times over that stretch. Just sort of served that one over the first baseman's head. And first and third for Casas, with a little dribble to third, was thrown out at a nice play by Zach Short at third, and a good stretch at first by Torkelson. You know, Scuba will be thinking strikeout here with all this good stuff. He's only fan 2 to this point.
He's gotten out of some jams, too. I mean, there's been runners on third. The Red Sox have left a few stranded there, so he's gotten out of some situations.
Here's the pitch, and it's a little bit low and away, ball one. His pitch count now at 63. Would think they'd be pretty careful with him, seeing that this is only his 7th start after he was out with a flexor problem that sidelined him from last August 2nd to the end of the year. Runners lead at first and third. The pitch. Swing. There's a drive hammer deep to right field. Back by the bullpen, and it is gone! 3-run homer. Tristan Casas. And the Red Sox lead at 4-0, turning on this tough left-hander and drilling it out. Number 19 for Tristan. He has 45 RBIs and his 10th home run since the All-Star break. 4-0 Red Sox.
That was just a low line drive, too, that just kept carrying. That probably didn't get 30 feet off the ground. That thing was scorched.
And, you know, just go back to his last at-bat. I mean, his first at-bat against Schoolboy. I mean, he looked lost, and it looked like he was almost bailing out a little bit. Great adjustments he makes.
Yeah, locked a little spinner and just hit right over the bullpen.
Hit it 9 miles.
Back wall of the bullpen. Here's a swing by Connor Wong of the first pitch, and he hits a fly ball. Shallow right center, and the center fielder Verling takes charge and makes the catch for the second out. So Casas going deep off the lefty here.
But to see a hitter that young make that kind of adjustment in game, where the first at bat he looked like he was lost a little bit, not picking up the ball. School hides the ball well. He almost throws over the top. It's almost like an old school delivery.
That's his second homer off lefties. The first one came off the Tigers. Ball one missing to the leadoff man, Refsnyder. That was Shreve, the lefty, back on April 9th. Shreve was released today by the Tigers. Here's the 1-0. And it's outside. So, Tristan Casas continues to sizzle. 19 homers, 45 RBIs. 2-0. Swing. There's a high fly twisting down the right field line. Foul. Refsnyder reached on an error by Baez and scored, and then struck out looking. So a comfortable lead for Chris Sale, who, if he can go 5 innings, would be well on his way to a win here. He's been perfect over 4 innings, retiring all 12. Check swing and a pitch down and away, went around.
But there's nobody up in the Red Sox bullpen right now.
He's probably got 20 more pitches left. Verdugo and Reyes scoring on the home run. Here it comes, and it's inside by the hands. So the count has gone full to Rob Refsnyder in the leadoff spot tonight. Entering tonight's Scoop, it faced 106 batters without allowing a home run this season. That's the first by a left-hand batter, too. Foul to the backstop.
Going back to Casas, I wonder if he's going to start to get a little Rookie of the Year love. You know, I know it was Yoshida's to lose, and I know Henderson with the Orioles, but Casas is having an unbelievable second half.
He sure is. 3-2 is swung on and fouled.
That's a good point. I mean, nobody's been hotter in baseball since Tristan, since the All-Star break.
He leads the league in hitting since then, 342 going in.
He's much more aggressive earlier in the count.
That's been a big factor, which he admits. Told us that in the postgame show night before last. The pitch is swung on, bounced wide of third. Short cuts it off. The third baseman fires in time. But the Red Sox are retired not before they score 3 runs. And after 4 full, it's 4-0 Boston on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Where easy listening goes all electric with your favorite hits like impressive style.
Easy peasy!
And intuitive touchscreen.
Easy peasy! Easy peasy! Yeah.
And smooth acceleration.
Easy peasy!
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to The Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Shaws, Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
4-0 Red Sox, and the first pitch of the 5th inning from Chris Sale, swung on and missed by Jake Rogers, who struck out his first time up. He leads off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Honda Boston and Honda Burlington. And the delivery swung on and missed. Well, he's got a lot of swings and misses. That was 94 in the heater. Tristan Casas was his 19th home run. A 3-run shot came on a 1-0 slider and hit the back wall of the Red Sox bullpen 108 miles an hour off the bat. Check swing, up and away.
But the ball is coming out of Sale's hand very nice today. Nice and easy. Got a lot of life on it.
Late movement, too. Here it is. And a slider low. He's had good command of everything.
Yes.
It's only 47 pitches.
And a Kurt Hennig right now.
Do we even think 6 innings? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got to get through the 5th first. but he's been perfect. The pitch, wave and a miss at a slider. Down he goes. Short hop by Wong, who tags Rogers for the out. That's strikeout number 7.
Yeah, Cora's definitely going to have a decision to make. You know, he's rolling. The Tigers can't even touch him right now, but the plan was 4 innings. That went out the window. 60 pitches. We're approaching that, 12 away. But the way he's going right now is going to be, and the way they used the bullpen the last couple of nights, guys, they would try to get a couple more innings if they could.
You have to factor in how much he's been hurt in the past, too.
Right.
You want to keep him healthy, but you're right. This bullpen has been taxed. I mean, they need Sale, they need Whitlock, and they need Houck to come back, pitch well, and also eat up some innings.
Call strike to Miggy Cabrera, who called out on strikes his first time up, and he hits it hard on the ground to short. Backhanded by Story on the second hop. Wings it plenty of time to get the 40-year-old for the out, 6-3.
Cape Cod League scoreboard brought to you by Cape Cod Healthcare, the official healthcare sponsor of Cape Cod Baseball League. Bourne leads Orleans 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. With 6 convenient urgent care centers from Falmouth to Orleans, open daily with no appointment needed, and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org.
They're deep into the playoffs in the Cape League. Kerry Carpenter fly to center his first time up. Left-hand batter takes it low. He had 36 home runs last year between AA, AAA, and the big leagues.
You know, with Sales throwing 95, 96 like this, instead of 91, 92, there's such a difference between the slider and the changeup. Gives the batter, when he struggled, the fastball, the changeup, and the slider all seemed to be around the same speed. There wasn't that much of a difference. The differential between the pitches now, you could tell on the strikeout to Rogers both times.
Well, ball made it 0-2. And the left-hand batter drives one high and deep to right center field. Back by the bullpen, and this one is gone into the bleachers. I told you about Kerry Carpenter's power. That's his 13th home run, his 39th RBI. And Detroit's on the scoreboard. It is 4-1. Boy, that was launched. This guy was a low-round draft pick, but he's really blossomed. Kerry Carpenter with home run number 13. And the Tigers on the board. That was a hanging breaking ball right over the plate.
How often do you see it, too, where the perfect game, no-hitter, shutout all go in one pitch?
One pitch.
Yep, they're on the board. Their first hit, first base runner, and first run. Low and inside ball 1 to Javi Baez, who struck out. So after retiring, first 14 batters, Kerry Carpenter goes deep on Sale. He's at 54 pitches now. Javi Baez, who has power, takes a strike. In fact, Baez tries to hit just about every pitch out.
He'll swing at anything.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Al Barraclough, newly acquired righty up. Here's a swing and a miss. He blew that one by him at 96. Carpenter was a 19th round draft pick in 2019 by the Tigers out of Virginia Tech. Here comes a 1-2, and he swings and lines a foul to the right out of play. But last year, he had 22 homers at AA Erie, 8 more at Detroit, and then 6 with the Tigers. So he's come out of nowhere. A low pick like that, giving them some power from the left side. 2 out, bases empty. Pitch number 58 is inside. It might have hit him on the foot. Let's see if it did or he got out of the way. It did hit him. So Baez will take his base.
The only way for Baez not to swing at it is to hit him.
That's about it.
Alex is coming out.
Yeah, right at 58 pitches. The plan was 60. You got a runner on here.
I'm sure he'd like to get him through 5 if possible. Give Barraclough a clean inning. He's yet to make his Red Sox debut.
But he hasn't taken the ball yet. It looks like he wants to talk to Chris.
Yep.
There he is.
He's going to leave. He won't get a win. He didn't go 5 innings. So, probably a smart decision by Chris. He's not looking to chase W's when he's pitched so well. No point in risking it here. He gets Congratulations from his teammates as he goes 4 2/3 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 base runners. The home run by Carpenter with 2 out in the 5th that he hit by pitch. From a fan standpoint, you would have loved to seen him qualify, but health is the most important issue as we come your way here on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
New England, it's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealers stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales. During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Well, we're getting our first look, as most of you are, at Kyle Barraclough. We did see him with Miami several years ago. He's bounced around since then and was in independent ball earlier. The Red Sox signed him, and he pitched very well at Worcester, going 7-0 for the Woo Sox. He was selected 2 days ago from the minor league club. He began the season with the High Point Rockers in the Independent Atlantic League. That's where old friend Frankie Viola was the pitching coach. I'm not sure if he's still there, but he worked there for quite a while. With Worcester, 8 games, 7 starts, 7-0, a 2.57 ERA. This will be his first major league pitch since he was facing Toronto May 29th of 22. 288 major league games. He has a 3.61 ERA. Opponent's hitting 208 against him. And the batter is Zach Short, the third baseman. He's out of Kingston, New York. The pitch, low and away, ball 1, out of Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut. So Barraclough has also pitched for Miami, Washington, Minnesota, and the Dodgers. Here it is, and it's inside.
Yeah, he had a 10-save season back in 2018 for Miami, then bounced around, played for 4 different teams since then, and joins an interesting cast of characters the Sox have had at the pen this year.
He's their 32nd pitcher. Here it comes. Inside. 31 if you don't want to count Pablo Reyes, a position player who's pitched twice.
Wow, add him to the pile.
How many did they use last year? Was it close to 50 by all?
Not pitchers, but players. Strike called. We ran over a list of players who pitched in the 2020 season.
Yikes.
Most of whom were names we've forgotten.
Alan Webster.
He was earlier than that. He lit up the radar gun, but that was about it. Right-hand batter, 3-1 pitch. Taken high, ball 4. Now they're getting the tying run to the plate.
I mean, the absolute worst thing to do when you come out of the bullpen. You already have 2 outs. You got a runner on, trying to protect the lead. 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, brings up Eric Haas, who does have some power. 3 homers this year, but right-hand batter with certainly pull powers. He popped to second his first time up. And he's going to give way to a pinch hitter. He will take Haas, catcher, normally playing in left field tonight.
It's going to be Kyle Green coming up to hit. This kid is a player. He's going to be a superstar.
Yeah, but he's their best player here, Riley Green. He's hitting .301, hit a 430-plus home run yesterday against the Twins. He's got 10 homers, 27 RBIs. He was a number 1 pick of theirs, and he's their hope. Here's the pitch home, low and inside, so he's missed with 5 of 6.
Yeah, you wonder if Cora thought about, if I take Chris Sale out, Riley Green's probably going to come off the bench and pinch hit, when maybe more reason to keep Sale in.
Good point.
Well, here's the pitch, and he lines one into right field, sinking fast, gets down for a hit. Baez hits third. Here he comes. The throw by Verdugo goes through, but he's safe. He went sliding across the plate, and it's now 4-2. So Sale's line is complete. He gets charged with 2 runs. Doesn't seem fair the way he pitched to be so dominant. So a walk, or a hit batsman, and now a base hit, and they have runners aboard at first and third, and Dave Bush visits the mound.
Verdugo's throw a little to the first base side of home plate too. Not sure would have mattered. Came charging in, trying to come up making a throw, but good pinch hit at bat by Riley Green.
He is a good-looking hitter. I mean, really good-looking hitter.
His 28th RBI. Shortstop at second on the base hit. He did not take the extra base when the throw went home. So Barraclough with a walk and a base hit. And here's Matt Verling, who grounded out 4-3 and 5-3. And just like that, the lead has been cut in half. Right-hand batter takes a little low, ball one, maybe a shade outside.
Well, there's no action right now in the Red Sox bullpen, which is interesting.
We expect to see Bernardino. He's available. He's raring to go. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball, bounce foul outside of first by Verling. He's got a 7-game hit streak going, has 7 home runs. 4-2 Red Sox. Tigers have come back with 2 here. Veteran righty with a 1-1 deal. And he waves at a slider and doesn't get it. Barraclough 6'3", 229 pounds. From Santa Clara, California. He's 33, pitched collegiately at St. Mary's in California. One and two, 2 on, 2 out, 2 in. The pitch. Foul tip, strike 3. Held by the catcher Wong to retire the side. Well, Sale's line's going to show forward 2/3, 2 runs, 1 hit, but that does not tell the story. After 4.5, 4-2 Boston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The world needs ways to reduce carbon emissions.
We're working on solutions in our own operations.
Like carbon capture.
And clean energy from hydrogen.
So, who are we?
Believe it or not, ExxonMobil. And our solutions could help industries like manufacturing,
commercial transportation,
And power generation too.
heavy industry with low emissions. Let's deliver.
Learn more at exxonmobil.com.
I have dreams, big dreams, and I want to do something big with my life. I believe education opens doors to opportunity. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm ready to invest in myself. I chose the University of Cincinnati Online because it's a real school. It's nationally ranked and has been around for over 200 years. That's the kind of degree that opens doors. And yes, it's actually affordable. UC works for me, and that's why I'm here. Learn more today at online.uc.edu.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
First pitch is grounded foul by Raffi over by the fungal circle on the third base side. Strike one as he bats here in the Herb Chambers order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Honda Boston and Honda Burlington. Who's on deck is Adam Duvall. Who's on Deck brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today at ondeck.com. 4-2 Red Sox, last of the fifth. Devers singled to right center to set up the first run and grounded out 1-3. Here's the pitch and a breaking ball low. Riley Green stays into play center field. A defensive alignment. So it looks like Verling went over to right, or left I should say. There's a high pop-up on the infield, right along the foul line. Torkelson has it, the first baseman halfway to plate, in fair ground for the out. So Raffi is 1 for 3. Tiger pen quiet. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is battery. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. The lefty deals, and a fastball is taken high, ball one. Skubal has thrown 77 pitches. Sale, 4 2/3, 58 pitches, 42 strikes. Foul back. 2 runs, 1 hit, a hit batsman, and 7 Ks. He was perfect retiring the first 14.
Then he hung the breaking ball.
And Carpenter hit it 434 feet. That's low.
But still, you'd sign up for that any day of the week. Chris Sale looking healthy. Fastball 95, 96. Sharp break in his breaking ball. The only bad pitch he made was a hanger to Carpenter.
That was it. He was outstanding. 1 out short of qualifying for a win. Pitch misses low. There were so many 5 and fly pitchers today. You wonder if they'll ever change the rule. Don't need to go 5 innings to get a victory. It's been traditional for many, many years. There's a ball called a strike. Go over the outside edge. Duvall took a step to first.
Yeah, that was outside.
Definitely outside.
That was for sure outside.
At 95.
Well, it used to be pitchers got greatly offended. I mean, even back to when Eddie Rodriguez was here. And Alex pulled him a couple times before he got to the 5th inning. Remember?
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be much of a factor these days.
Right.
Managers try to get pitchers a win. I think this was more a case of keeping him healthy. Here's the 3-2. And a high foul, first base side, out of play. The Red Sox code word of the game is battery. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
But to Rich's point, once you go to the bullpen and you bring in the right-hander, you got Riley Green, their best hitter by far on the bench, that you know they're going to use to pinch hit.
Breaking ball inside, only the 5th inning, but he delivered, and ball 4 to Duvall. That is just the second walk. Surprisingly, Skubal's only had 2 strikeouts because he's got great stuff. Now Yoshida, who bounced into a force and got an RBI in the first inning and then grounded out 3-1. Looks like Barraclaw will continue to pitch at least to start the 6th. And the delivery is bounced up the middle, but there is the shortstop. Baez steps on second, throws to first, double play. Wow. He's made 2 outstanding plays today. This time he went to the right side of second base to grab it and reverse his footing, step on the bag, and throw to first. Yoshida doubled, and after 5, Red Sox lead 4-2 in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
If you need me, you can find me lost in the music. A Magnum double caramel ice cream bar in hand. Treating myself with as much as I want. When I want it, because more is more. Come on, get carried away with me. Magnum ice cream. More is more. Discover decadence in-store or online at magnumicecream.com.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Dak McKinstry will pinch hit here, leading off against Kyle Barraclaw in the 6th inning. Left-hand batter takes the strike. He had a big double yesterday to help beat the Twins. He's batting for Ibanez, who struck out twice. Barraclaw, the 33-year-old veteran righty, delivers home, and a foul third base side out of play. His left-hand hitter batting at .238, 17 doubles, 7 homers. He's driven in 27. 4-2 Boston in the 6th. Here it comes, and he waves at a pitch down and away. Strike 3, short hop by Wong. The catcher throws him out. Just heard from our good friend Ace Adams, the former Red Sox batting practice pitcher, minor league pitching coach. He had Kyle Barraclaw in the Cardinal organization. Said he had some control problems, but worked hard to solve them and got to the big league. Said he's a great kid and a hard worker. Ace also was very instrumental in the development of the Red Sox John Schreiber when he worked in the Tiger system, the Norwich, Connecticut team. Second strikeout for the righty. Torkelson gets hit by a pitch. First pitch hits him in the shoulder, so that'll get the tying run of the plate.
That was the breaking ball that just slipped out of his hand.
All right, time now for the Super of New England scoreboard. The Rays lead the Guardians 3-2 in the 5th. Yankees up 7-3 on the Marlins in the 5th. And the Blue Jays still trail the Cubs 3-0 as they play in the 4th. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Here's the pitch home to the right-hand batting Rogers, who's fanned twice. It's away, ball 1. Torkelson did a good job of getting hit. He turned his body and hit right where he carries his wallet. Chris Murphy's getting up now, the lefty for the Red Sox. Rogers does have 14 homers. He swings it. It's a high fly, right center field. Not all that deep. Verdugo backpedaling a little bit, has the room well in front of the track for the second out. So here's Cabrera, who struck out looking and grounded is short. When you want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, just head to the seafood department at Shaw's and Star Market. Take your pick from their wide assortment of quality seafood and meet their seafood experts. You always land a great catch in their seafood department, Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. The pitch to the 40-year-old veteran is in there for a call strike.
Rich, you haven't seen my dad at Shaw's.
It's like royalty. They
open up a line for him.
Not anymore since Mario left.
Oh, yes, they do.
But I learned how to do the self-checkout, too, if you're only getting a few items. Breaking ball for a strike.
They got the one
he
person
says
waiting
that.
just for Joe on those days.
Just for Joe. They do a great job at the Marshfield store.
Yeah, Lou Maloney frequents it, too. 0-2 to Miggy. The 0-2 pitch is inside. 1-2. This will be the last year of his contract, and he will retire after this season. Last year he had only 5 home runs. This year but 1, which came in June.
It's got to be hard for him. I mean, he was such a great hitter. He's going to go down as one of the greatest right-handed hitters of all time.
But it was a long time ago. Like, I'm with you. He's one of the best players I've ever seen play, but he hasn't been the Miguel Cabrera since 2016.
Yeah,
that's a long
time.
time to be playing this way.
Here's the 1-2, and he grounds a foul third base side. And the Red Sox were very fortunate that he was not 100% physically in the 2013 ALCS.
That's right.
When they knocked off the Tigers that most figured had more talent, especially with that pitching.
And that kind of killed the Tigers. They did make the playoffs the next year. They got swept in 14, and they haven't been back since.
Been downhill. 1-2 pitch, swing and a pop-up foul. First base side out of play. Yeah, they've been up and down. I mean, they lost 119 games in 03. Were in the World Series by 06. When Verlander came up, and they got Scherzer. They were dominant.
Joel Zumaya out of the bullpen throwing 103 miles per hour.
David Price jumped in there.
David Price, yeah.
1-2. Foul tipped into the mid, strike 3. Located the fastball beautifully away, and that retires the side. So Red Sox keep the 2-run lead after 5.5, 4-2 Boston and the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Your brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
4-2 Red Sox, bottom of the 6th, and leading off is Trevor Story in the Herb Chambers batting order. He has rounded off 4-3 and had an infield hit, and he swings and does not get a slider down and in from Skubal, who continues on the mound. Tigers have a new second baseman, and that is Short, who was from third to second. McKinstry stays into play left, line drive, right center, base hit, gets down and grabbed on the second hop by Green. So Trevor Story has a multiple hit game, hit it hard. And the Red Sox get the leadoff man on for Verdugo, who singled to left and bounced into a 6-3 force, a 3-6 force. So the infield now is McKinstry at third. High has it Short at second, and Torkelson at first. Here's Verdugo. He bunts, pushes at third base side foul. The third baseman deep and playing over toward shortstop. Green in left in center now, and Fairling went over to right last inning.
You and I saw his story 2 weeks ago.
Worcester hitting a home run.
And he looks strong in the field, but there is such a difference between a AAA fastball and a big league fastball.
Especially with location, low and away.
You know, most of the guys today that throw hard are AA. And there's journeymen, a lot of guys that have big league experience but don't throw hard in AAA. You're 4A players. But there is a big difference between that big league fastball and the AAA fastball.
The runner goes, taken low. Here's the throw, and he is safe. It goes into center field, but Story down on his hands and knees with a dive. Did not get up in time to take third as Green hustled in to back up. So Trevor thought he had a steal last night, but was called out by replay. This time he steals the bag, so he's at second. Throw is short and to the right of second by the catcher, Rogers.
Yeah, good throw gets him there. So Story a little bit fortunate, but one of the best parts of Story's game is the base running, right? Steals, going first to third, that kind of thing. So already seen it early.
He's a great athlete. 1-2 pitch, and Verdugo takes it low. Screwball now at 90 pitches.
But that right there is where you see the new rules this year, throwing over to first base. Especially with a left-hander, it takes that weapon for a left-handed pitcher away to really clamp down on the running game. I mean, think about guys, lefties with great moves. You know, the Andy Pettitts of the world. They couldn't use that weapon today.
2 disengagements, and the runner has an open invitation to run. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alex at least trying to get the runner to third with nobody out here. And he swings and fouls it down the left side out of play. This copyright broadcast is presented by authority. The Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. So Trevor playing at shortstop tonight, 2 for 3. Now has a stolen base. Scooble ready, and the pitch, and Alex swings and fouls it to the backstop. He spoiled a tough fastball there at 95 away.
You can really tell he's having a hard time picking up the ball. I think that's why he offered to bunt the first pitch.
Scooble is, as you pointed out, right over the top. Tough to pick up for a lefty. And the 2-2. Low. He does really hide it well.
And it's not the type of delivery they teach anymore. Most deliveries are almost 3/4 to get more movement. This is a guy that goes right over the top and has movement almost like a guy that throws 3/4, that power sink.
Here's the 3-2, and he waves at a slider, doesn't get it, strike 3. Well, he came back with a very tough pitch. And here comes A.J. Hinch, and he's going to go to his bullpen. That'll do it for Scooble with right-hand batting Reyes coming up. 1 on, 1 out. 4-2 Red Sox in the home half of the 6th inning as we come your way on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales. During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Fast, the righty just off the injured list today takes over. He was activated earlier today when they designated Chasen Shreve for assignment. Fast has been out with the shoulder issue. Former Seattle Mariners was used quite extensively. 27 games, 3 as a starter, 2-0 his record, and his ERA 2.73, brought on to face Pablo Reyes here. Well, the Orioles did free Kevin Brown as the crowd was chanting at Camden Yards. And Kevin, with that ridiculous suspension by the Oriole ownership, is back in the TV booth tonight as the Orioles play in Seattle. Still one of the worst moves we've ever seen by...
They say hard to get everybody to be on the same side of an argument or of, and that's what you had with Kevin Brown.
Yeah, only Angelos, as far as we know, was in favor of it. But Kevin is back, and he said all the right things. That it was a go.
But to be fair, Dad, he didn't have to say anything. I mean, as Rich said, there was an argument that was really one-sided. Yeah. I mean, I bet you that they heard from Major League Baseball how ridiculous they looked, and all the great attention that Baltimore deserves this year, it takes away from it.
Sure does. Here's a call strike to Reyes. He takes low and away, short hop by the catcher. I mean, they're having this great season, and they take the focus off this wonderful turnaround by this franchise that's been in the doldrums for so long.
I had to listen to that clip like 3 times just to figure out what
I
was
couldn't
the
either.
issue.
I couldn't.
There's nothing there.
And the graphic.
It was a graphic. He
was reading the graphic.
Right. And he was reading from the Oriole team notes that their public relations staff printed. Call strike, and it's 1-2. But Kevin is back in the booth.
It's going to kind of work out for him, though, because
I
don't know if he ever realized just how much the fan base loves him, and something like that kind of got everybody on his side.
Certainly raised his profile.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I imagine he gets many offers.
Yes.
He's had enough of the Oriole ownership. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pablo, who grounded into a double play when Baez made a diving stop to rob him. Then he singled to right to set up a run. Then he swings and hits one in the air to right center field. Green going back. Riley Green makes the catch in front of the track. Story tags and goes to third.
So many of those guys in that Baltimore team are guys that Dan Duquette either signed or drafted. And think about Dan. He knows talent. Think about the 2004 Red Sox team.
Sure.
How many of those guys were his guys?
At least half. There's an automatic walk now to Tristan Casas. I'm going to mess with him.
Smart.
Tristan robbed of a hit on a little roller in the first inning and then lined a bullet into the bleachers over the Red Sox bullpen for his 19th home run, a 3-run shot in the 4th. This time they hold up 4 fingers. Of course, they don't have to throw 4 pitches anymore, and he takes the intentional walk from Vest. And the batter is Connor Wong with first and third. 2 down. Connor single to right field and fly to center. Right-hand batter against the right-hand pitcher. And he bounces it in there, ball 1.
Do you like that rule where they automatically let you take first base?
I don't think it saves that much time, but yeah, I do.
Wasn't there a play with Johnny Bench in a World Series or a big game where somebody stuck behind and actually on an intentional walk, he wasn't ready and took a call strike 3?
Right, that was against the Oakland A's. World Series of, I believe, 1972. The 1-0 is in there for a call strike.
I remember seeing that, Rich, on the baseball bunch. Johnny talked about that.
He was the victim or the catcher?
He was the victim.
1-1 pitch coming to the right-hand batter. And a ground ball, bounce right side. He gets through for a base hit and gets Story home. 5-2 Red Sox. Second opposite field hit for Connor Wong as he went with a pitch away and grounded it between the first baseman and the second baseman. He's got 2 hits tonight, his 26th RBI, 5-2 Red Sox.
You know, at a time where there really aren't the stud all-star catchers across the league, Connor Wong has turned himself into a solid everyday catcher. He's good. He's good at throwing out runners and hitting in the 240s, coming through some clutch hits here and there. Like, he has developed into a pretty solid player.
He's a little power and speed.
Yeah.
Got a great arm, great pop time, elite pop time, and 1-8.
Oh, the righty out there, Duran's going to pinch hit here for Refsnyder, who was 0 for 3 with a run scored after reaching on a throwing error by Baez. Jaron takes it low. He's had a bit of a snag of late. One of his last 22. He's hit some balls hard during that stretch. Will Vest, 27-year-old righty from Texas, leaves it up and away. They got him from the Seattle Mariners. They had him, and Seattle took him as a Rule 5 pick. He did pitch in 32 games for them in 21, but was offered back to Detroit, and they took him. There's a strike. Last year, 59 games, 3-3 for the Tigers. 2 balls and a strike to Jaron. Runners lead at first and second. And that one dips low. Changeup missing. So it's 3-1. The walk would load him up for Raffy. That's the last thing that Vest wants to do.
So do you give him the take sign here?
Probably not. Hitters like to swing 3-1. He swings and fouls it to the backstop a little late. That was 95 as he amped up a little bit on that pitch.
And with who is and isn't available out of the Red Sox bullpen tonight, they could use as many runs as possible.
Yeah, make it comfortable. Bernardino's available. I talked to Brennan before the game. He's anxious to go. 3-2. Taken low. That loads him up for Raffy.
Good at bat right there. Very good at bat.
Well, sometimes when he was struggling at that, 1 for 22 as you get a pitching coach visit here. You tend to press and swing when pitchers are not on the strike zone. Chris Fetters, their pitching coach, heading to the mound. So it was ball 4, and that puts Casas to third, Wong to second, and Duran to first, bringing up Raffy with a ground ball single to right center to set up the first run in the first. He grounded out 1-3 and popped to the first baseman.
What a difference a year makes when it comes to Jarren Duran. I was ready to give up on him last year.
Sure. I think most people were. I mean, it was everything. It was in the field, at the plate, kind of how he handled himself, all of it. And, yeah, he's been a different player.
But really nice to come back like that and take that walk.
That was a really good at-bat. He grinded that at-bat.
And now you have tremendous speed on the bases, too. And with 2 outs, you got Wong at second, Duran at first. I mean, Devers doesn't have to do much, drive in 2 or 3.
5-2 Red Sox, chance to break it open. The pitch to Raffy is up and away, ball 1. RBIs have been a little scarce of late. He is 7 for 31 this month. Vest knows he's dangerous. The 1-0. Ground ball topped down the first base line, foul. The coach there, Kyle Hudson.
You know, with the bases loaded, Joe, it reminds me of my first ever Red Sox radio memory. I believe it was 1992. You called a Bob Zubzik grand slam, and I was hooked.
He didn't hit many. Here's the pitch. Take it low. Very nice young man. Big guy, strong, but was not a power hitter. Bob Zubzik, he was a favorite of Uncle Lou Gorman. Wonderful GM, so influential in Red Sox annals. Our family, too. Pitch home, swinging a fly ball, center field. Back goes Green. He's there. Has it in front of the track. Red Sox leave him loaded, but they do get a run after 6. It is 5-2. Boston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
What if power outages were out of the picture? What if major storms became minor inconveniences? Work with Black & Veatch, and what if is all you need to ask. In pursuit of resilience, we'll handle what next.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Taking over for the Red Sox, who lead at 5-2 as we go to the 7th. We take 10 seconds on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Leading off will be Javi Baez. The Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram of Denvers, and Millbury. Instead, it's going to be Carpenter. Carpenter leading off, then Baez. Harry Carpenter fly to center and then hit one 434 feet into the bleachers behind the Red Sox bullpen. Ball one. The first base runner, of course, the first hit allowed by Chris Sale, who hit the next batter and then was lifted after 4 2/3. Murphy, who struggled in his last outing, had been almost unhittable before that, and a fastball away swung on and missed. Barraclough could get a win. That's going to be up to the score. An inning in the third, no runs, 1 hit. A walk, a hit batsman, and 3 strikeouts. Did allow an inherited run to score. Murphy's pitch is foul to the backstop. Chris out of the University of San Diego struggles as a starter at Worcester, but seemed to have found his niche in the Red Sox bullpen. He's sneaky fast. His 11th appearance, 1-1 with a 3.23 ERA. And a ground ball on one easy hop to the mound. The lefty has it, underhands to first. And Carpenter's retired 1-3.
Time for the results of our poll. The Diesel Direct question of the day, brought to you by Diesel Direct, reminding you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. Today's question at Sox Booth on Twitter: is Miguel Cabrera a top 5 player of the 2000s? And 72.4% say yes, he is top 5. I would agree.
All the way. To get the Triple Crown, the first one since 1967. Call strike to Baez on a breaking ball for Murphy. Struggled just once, and that was against Toronto in his last outing. Ground ball bounced left side. Raffy cuts it off, sets, fires, and gets him on a close play. Hey, Raffy had to go a long way to his left to grab it and had to pivot, but got it over there. 2 down. Murph gave up 6 runs on 7 hits and 2 1/3 in the loss to Toronto on August 6th. Otherwise, he was near perfect. Got his win, 3 2/3 innings against the Mets on July 23rd.
And if Devers doesn't cut that off, that would have been a real deep throw for Story.
Here's a pop foul to the right out of play. Yeah, it would have been a test with the elbow with that half anchor in it. You know, Rich Hill's pitched for that half anchor in his elbow for several years now. Here's the 0-1 to short, and he takes it high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shorter right-hand batter out of their farm system. He takes it up and away.
But it's the same ligament they use, right? It's not a
rebuilt one.
It's not a rebuilt one.
Here it comes, and it's a changeup, low and away. 3-1. 5-2 Red Sox.
Because a lot of times they're taking it from the back of the hamstring and reattaching it. And then the healing process takes longer.
Yep. Took a long time. The surgery was in January for Trevor. Outside ball 4. So a 2-out walk brings up Riley Green, who had a pinch single and drive in a run. Was back in the 5th inning.
A lot of people say Dr. Job should be in the Hall of Fame.
Tommy John surgery.
No, he invented it, 1975, right?
Dr. Andrews had so many success stories. There's a ball outside. Every 4 bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Go to carsforkids.com. The pitch. Inside, he jackknifes out of the way.
Yeah, Riley Green, like we were talking about before, gives the Tigers a little something to look forward to because both the Tigers lineup, the Royals lineup, they were just here for 4 games. Kind of bleak, but you got a guy like Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City, and now you got Riley Green for Detroit. There's at least something to build around.
That's what happens when you finish last. You get draft picks like that. Meeting on the mound after he's walked a man and then gone to 2-0 to Green.
But they're both 5-tool guys. They both look like they came right out of Central Cast.
Right, 22, 23 years old.
Speed and power. Bobby Witt's right up there in sprint speed in the league. Here's the pitch to Riley Green, and he swings it, hits one in the air to left field, but right in his tracks. Yoshida now backing up half a step, makes the catch in front of the track, and that retires the side. After 6.5 stretch time at Fenway, 5-2 Boston on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
What if our resources protected themselves? What if 0 drops of water went to waste? Work with Black & Veatch, and what if is all you need to ask. We outfit what next with all sorts of efficiency.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Home half of the 7th inning, Red Sox enjoying a 5-2 lead. And the Tigers go to their third pitcher. This is right-hander Brendan White. Best 2/3 of an inning. No runs, a hit, an intentional walk, actually 2 walks, 1 intentional, no strikeouts. Scooble, their starter, pitched better than the numbers indicate. 5 1/3, 5 runs, 7 hits. Here's Adam Duvall taking a strike from White, who has a 5.46 ERA. Young right-hander, 2-2 in 22 games, 1 start. Duvall takes one that goes off the catcher's mitt to the backstop. Ball and a strike. Their closer has really struggled. Lang has lost the strike zone. He can't throw a strike with his fastball. So they're mixing and matching when the game's on the line, late innings. 2-1. White, 24 years old. He's out of Mahopac, New York. 2-1. Swing and a foul hit down the right field side out of play. He played at Siena College in Loudonville, New York.
I mean, baseball proves more than any other sport. If you're good, they'll find you.
They'll find you, yeah.
I mean,
There are 2 guys from Sacred Heart and this guy from Siena.
Yeah.
Which used to have a pretty good basketball program when they were in the same conference with Northeastern and BU back in the 80s. Last year, White was in AA. Velasquez, just brought up recently, is warming now for the Tigers. That's low and away. Red Sox pen is quiet, so Murphy, who's been a multiple inning guy, will start the 8th. 3-2, the pitch. Slider low, he bounced it in there, and it's ball 4.
Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show after the game. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
This guy was a 26th round pick out of Siena, 2019. So one on and nobody out for Yoshida, who's 0 for 3, but does have an RBI and a ground out in the first inning. And he takes a sinker for a strike. 95 from this right-hander.
It's amazing how many guys nowadays.
I was thinking the same thing. Every guy that comes out of the pen.
It's average these days. Swinging a ground foul off the foot of the batter.
I would say when I was in college, to work out with Mike Gardner. Remember that pitch for the Red Sox?
Yeah, from Canada.
Yeah,
great
I
young
think
guy.
he threw 84, 85. I think the average big league fastball was 90.
Maybe 89 to 91.
Yeah.
Well, it's why like Randy Johnson was so. I mean, not only because of his height, but he was throwing so hard. Not a lot of guys were throwing that hard.
100%.
0-2 is line foul. Deep into the lower grandstand, third base side.
I mean, some of that because the pitching is that much better. Pitchers are bigger, stronger. But I do think some of that is they used to, use the jugs gun and the ray gun. One took the rating out of the hand. The other, when he crossed the plate.
That's a big difference. That's low, 1-2.
One pitcher I know who will remain nameless, but used to pay the guy doing the radar gun $200 to knock up his numbers a little bit.
What does his name rhyme with?
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, hit a pitch away, and he chased one there, strike 3. Yoshida fans, well, sometimes we've heard about clubs pumping up the radar gun to pump up the pitcher's self-confidence.
Mm-hmm. Or his trade value.
Right, or his trade value, yeah. 1-on, 1-out for James, grounded out 4-3. Had a hit off the diving shortstop and then single to right center, stole a bag and scored. There's a strike.
Yeah, the original plan for Story was to play every other day this week, but then with Justin Turner out, he's been in all 4 days. He's been active, DHing twice, back at shortstop tonight, and clearly looks the most comfortable.
As Rich mentioned earlier, Justin had a full workout today. He thinks he's ready to go tomorrow. There's a drive hammer to center field, deep back by the warning track. Riley Green goes back, jumps and makes a great catch right by the 379-foot marker. And scurrying back to first base is Duvall. That looked like extra bases all the way.
Similar one last night, Joe, where Story hit it on the screws and Blanco wasn't able to make the play. This time Green does make a great one.
Well, he went a long way for that because he was way over in the right center. Yeah. Over the shoulder catch. That'll do it for White. A.J. Hinch will make another change with 2 out and a runner at first. As we come your way with the Red Sox leading at 5-2 and the Shaws at Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers. New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealers' Discover Summer Sales event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealers stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
There's Andrew Vasquez. Made his Tigers debut on Sunday against Tampa Bay. They got him on waivers from the Phillies a week ago. Made 30 appearances for the Phillies, 2-1 with a 2.27 ERA. 29-year-old lefty out of Riverside, California, brought on to face Verdugo here with the Red Sox leading at 5-2, hoping for some more here as we play in the last of the 7th inning.
Well, you mentioned the Phillies. I'm sure they're thrilled with the Michael Lorenzen trade. A couple of starts for him. Not just the no-hitter, which goes without saying, but even the start prior to that, he was fantastic. Went 8 innings, gave up 2 runs. Big pickup as the Phillies try to hold on to a wild card spot.
Got him from the Tigers. Phillies walloping the Twins tonight, 11-2 in the 7th. They got very good starting pitching, although they struggled a little bit lately. Breaking ball missing inside, ball 1 from this tall lefty to Verdugo. Alex single to left, bounced into a 3-6 force and struck out. One 1-0 pitch, and Alex takes it low. Red Sox could well pick up a game on Toronto. The pitch is low. Toronto losing to the Cubs 6-1 in the 8th. The Rogers Center.
The Blue Jays are definitely catchable, but it's just a matter of, will it be Seattle the way they're playing?
Great pitching. The 0-2, low and away. And today, Toronto sent down Alex Manoah for the 2nd time.
Wow. He has struggled big time this year.
Hard to figure with his great stuff.
I think the new rules in the pitch clock bothered him a bit.
Maybe too big as well. There's a breaking ball low. Less than 275 or so. Might be conservative. 3-2, so the runner will be going. The pitch, swinging a high drive, right center field, hit deep toward the triangle. Green going back, right fielder too, and the catch is made by the right fielder Carpenter at the edge of the track by the triangle to retire the side. We go to the 8th, 5-2 Boston on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
After school time can be chaotic, but it can also be a chance to keep the learning, creativity, and fun flowing. Thankfully, Dollar General is here with a winter before dinner pairing that busy parents can feel good about. Mott's and Crayola. Create fridge-worthy moments and nail snacks and creativity time with everyday savings on Mott's applesauce and juices, plus Crayola crayons, markers, and more. Nutritious snacks inside the fridge, their latest masterpiece displayed on the outside. It's after school made awesome. Find them at your DG.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Here comes the fun at WaterWiz Water Park. Just minutes from Cape Cod. Speed down our all-new slide experience. Splash around in the wave pool. Float down the lazy river. And enjoy delicious new food options. We are now open for the season, so get ready to whiz out with the entire family. Visit waterwiz.com to buy your tickets online and save. For the best price, purchase your tickets on our website before the day of your visit.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox, Chris Murphy back out there for the 8th inning. His first pitch is a fastball for a call strike to Verling, who was grounded out 4-3, 5-3, and struck out. Big story tonight, of course, Chris Sale pitching beautifully, low and away. He was perfect, retiring the first 14 men he faced, then with 2 out in the 5th, gave up a home run, the only hit he allowed to Kerry Carpenter. Hit the next batter, who eventually scored, but Chris was lifted after 4 2/3, so a no decision. No walks and 7 Ks. Strike over the outside edge. He began with a flourish striking out 5 of the first 7.
He's averaging 95. I think he hit 96 on the fastball. So you got to feel pretty good about that.
Slider had bite. Changeup was good.
And the home run he gave up was a hanging slider. It was one that just, it was a cement mixer that just got away from him a bit.
1-2 is swung and hit hard to third. Raffy has it on the second hop. Fires a strike to Casas for the out. So Verling is out.
Well, the good news is his fastball sales looked overpowering at times. It had late movement. Now, having said that, it's tough to tell against this team.
I was going to say, he graded on a curve a little bit, but
Right.
still, it is a major league club, and the Red
Right,
Sox
sure.
as a team have struggled against bad teams this year at times. So I think it's his first start in over 2 months. You'll take it.
Well, here's McKinstry, who struck out pinch hitting back in the 6th inning. He takes a ball low from Chris Murphy. Barclaw, an inning in the 3rd, no runs, a hit batsman, a walk, and 3 Ks. Swing and a miss. It's one of those games where the scorer will decide who gets the win if the Red Sox keep the lead. Because the starter didn't go 5, and the Red Sox had the lead when the starter left. Probably go to Barclaw. The pitch. Foul to the left out of play, but Murphy gets 2 scoreless innings. He would certainly qualify.
And Sale's next start scheduled to be against Washington. So talking about 2 kind of soft landing spots to come back from.
Here's the pitch, and it is low. After the Washington series, the Red Sox play the Yankees and Houston.
Yeah, it picks up after Washington with the Yankees, Houston, Dodgers, Houston again.
There's a foul straight back by the left-hand batter. Yankees on the verge of a victory. 2 out in the 9th. They lead the Marlins 9-4. Volpe had a 3-run home run. Aaron Judge went deep. 2nd home run since he came off the injury. 2-2. Low and away.
But that Yankee starting pitching has been decimated by injuries or other things. I mean,
they used an opener tonight.
Think about that. The New York Yankees used an opener.
There's a high fly left field. Over to his right. And the catch is made out there by Duran. He took over after he pinch hit for Refsnyder. 2 quick outs for Murph, who's not allowed to hit yet. Did have a walk. And here's Torkelson, who struck out fly to right, was hit by a pitch. Top of the 8th, though, misses low ball 1. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. The pitch is fouled to the backstop on the ground.
I think you're right, though. They're going to start changing that rule. They have to re-examine the rule that you have to go 5 innings to get the win because starting pitchers don't go that far anymore.
1-1, swinging strike. Number's been on the books for years.
How many starters? I mean, teams don't even have 5 starters,
They
let
don't.
alone the ones that they do going 5+ innings.
Here's the pitch home, and it's taken high as Torkelson bats here in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Hyundai of Auburn. Red Sox trying to make it 3 straight. There's a ground ball foul, third base side.
Right into the Tigers' dugout.
Tonight, the Dodgers having a big ceremony. They're retiring the number of Fernando Valenzuela, the great left-hander. Created Fernando Maney in the early 80s. That's fouled to the backstop.
I would have guessed it was already retired.
I would have thought so, too.
Yeah.
The Dodgers haven't retired many numbers. He's the 3rd one with a number in the 30s to be retired. The other, Sandy Koufax, 32, and Roy Campanella, 39. Fastball missing a little inside. Fernando's been a broadcaster on their Spanish network for a long time. What a splash he made when he first came up. Had a long career. Here's the 3-2. Hit foul, first base side out of play. Talked to our friend Bill White today, the former great first baseman. broadcaster and National League president. He's doing well. He and Sandy Koufax hang out together in Pennsylvania. We're in the summertime. Very close friends. Three-two pitch coming. And he swings and drives a long foul. Pull that one deep into the State Street Pavilion.
Long at bat for Torkelson.
Murph at 34 pitches. Of course, he was a starter at Worcester, so he can go deep. 3-2. Swinging another foul, grounded around the batter's box.
So do you let him, if he gets out of this, let him go the ninth?
Yeah, who else?
Could well be. You'd like to save. You don't want to use Murphy or, I should say, Martin or Jansen if you can avoid it. Pitch fouled again to the backstop. So the at bat continues.
He's another guy that has gone to the bullpen and just upped his velocity. That pitch was 96 miles per hour.
Seems to be that he's found his niche out of the bullpen, because he had a high ERA, over 6 for a while at Worcester. Murphy out of the University of San Diego fires, and there's a high pop-up. This one will get out of play as well, it appears. Long gives a look, but it's about 10 rows back. Tomorrow we have a 4:10 start. Ryan Bayo goes against Matt Manning was part of a combined no-hitter the Tigers had just before the All-Star break. Then Sunday it's a 12:05 game. At Peacock TV, it's Cutter Crawford and old friend Eddie Rodriguez, who's 8-5. The pitch. And strike 3 call. Back to our breaking ball. Got him looking. Torkelson thought it was outside, but Murphy wins the battle. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Red Sox lead at 5-2 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
You say you'll never join the Navy. That you never track storms brewing in the Atlantic. And skydiving could never be part of your commute. You'd never climb Mount Fuji on a port visit.
Or fly so fast, you break the sound barrier.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is. Start your journey at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox enjoying a 5-2 lead here. Andrew Vasquez has got the last out in the 7th to face Pablo Reyes. Joe Castiglione here with Duke Castiglione from Channel 5 and our pregame host. Pitch misses inside and low ball 1. Rich Keefe doing a great job with us tonight as well. Reyes is grounded into a double play, single to right, fly to center, and he takes a strike over the inside edge. Torkelson, I think, got a bad break.
He had beef, and he definitely, that pitch was outside to end the inning.
Ground ball bounced to deep third, but foul. Grabbed there by McKinstry. And Murphy will take it. There's nobody warming, so Murphy may get a chance for a save here.
You think of all the middle infielders that they have had this year, going all the way back to spring training to now, and I know it's just a recent little hot streak, but Pablo Reyes has carved out some playing time for himself.
He's made all the plays, swinging a better bat than anyone expected, I think. That one misses low. Very athletic. Very outgoing guy. Pitches foul to the right out of play. From the Dominican Republic, although he now lives in South Carolina. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Red Sox with 5 runs on 8 hits, 2 runs, only 2 hits for the Tigers. And there's a line drive, base hit, another multiple hit game for Pablo Reyes. He's 2 for 4 as he singles up the middle. That makes him 10 of his last 18.
And how important he's been this week, not just the walk-off against the Royals, but not having Justin Turner for an entire week, and how good Turner's been in the lineup, and whether he's DHing or those spot starts at second base. To get this kind of production out of Reyes has been huge.
Great point, yes.
We're throwing a scoreless inning on Sunday.
Yeah, they'd throw that in there as well, yeah.
36 miles per hour.
We got it up to 84 later. There's a ball, 1 missing to Casas, who's had the game's biggest blow, a 3-run homer into the right center field bleachers in the 4th inning. Also grounded out 5-3 and been intentionally walked. Left-on-left battle here, and his home run came off the lefty. Skubal, just his 2nd homer off the lefty this year, his 19th of the season. And he takes a breaking ball for a ball down and away. 1-1.
I was talking to Casas before the game on the field, and you and I had the opportunity, Dad, to meet his father in person, who's a big guy.
Yes, indeed. He's in the sand and gravel business down in South Florida. Fouled to the backstop. He has another son, Gavin, who hit over 20 home runs this year for the University of South Carolina. Decided to stay there for his senior year rather than come out of the draft.
Well, I asked Tristan, how did he not play football, being in South Florida and where football's king? And he said his father played football in high school and knew how violent the sport was, and coaches didn't even ask him.
Wow. His dad is bigger than Tristan even. The pitch is low, 2-2.
Tristan said he's down about 20 pounds from last year. He said he put on weight last year when he hurt the ankle, but he looks a lot leaner than he did when he first came to the big leagues, and he's going to get bigger and stronger.
2-2. He waves at a slider down and away. Is upset that he chased that one because it was not in the strike zone, and he's out. 1 on, 1 out for Connor Wong, who singled to right, flied to center, and singled again to right.
But he's noticeably leaner. The other thing is he has such good at-bats. Like the at-bat he had from, his first at-bat to the home run. The adjustments he makes in game. Against lefties, too, at such a young age.
Well, 1-1. And I think he's going to be a good defensive first baseman. I mean, he came here with a reputation. He's had some trials this year, but he has the capability, I think, of being a very good right-hand throwing first baseman.
I think it's going to take some work.
1-0 is low and away. He'll put in the work and the time. 2 balls and no strikes to Wong. Left-hander, Vasquez deals and leaves that one outside.
But guys come to the big leagues with that reputation and turn it around. Wade Boggs came to the major leagues with a reputation that he couldn't field and turned himself into a Gold Glove caliber player. There was a time he wasn't winning the Gold Glove because George Brett was, but Boggs was by far the best defensive third baseman in baseball.
Ball strike. Yeah, he really worked at it. Johnny Pesquet hit him 100 ground balls every day at 3 o'clock. 3-1, the pitch. Ground ball foul by the third base coaching box where Carlos Fabulous is stationed. Three and 2.
The other thing Boggs did before he took those ground balls was he would hit home runs deep into the bleachers. He had awesome power when he wanted to.
He's here tonight. Ground ball or line drive foul into the first base stands.
Gene Michael, the Yankee super scout that put the dynasty together, told me that there was a time when Wade Boggs was the fastest home to first in Major League Baseball, other than Ichiro. that he could really run.
Get out of the box quickly.
Especially when he smelled the base hit.
3-2, foul tip right at the feet of the catcher. And he had over 3,000 hits in the Tampa Bay Hall of Fame.
I was always more interested in the Wade Boggs plane stories.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, fantastic.
There's Wade's in Cooperstown as well. Grounded foul to the backstop. And the Red Sox Hall of Fame.
I think Rich was referring to the beer stories, Dad.
He had a couple drinks maybe on the flight.
3-2 with one out and a runner at first. Pablo Reyes, who singled. Pitch to Wong, and he gets him swinging at a slider down and in. So that's 2 strikeouts, and it brings up Duran. He has batted once as a pinch hitter and drawn a walk. That was against Fest back in the 6th inning. In the 9th inning, Tigers will have Rogers, Cabrera, and Carpenter due. And it'll be Chris Murphy at least starting the inning. Nobody's warming, low and away, ball 1. You said earlier this is not a lineup that strikes fear into your heart. The Tigers have. They are 3rd from the bottom in runs scored, 2nd fewest homers, last in stolen bases, swing and a miss. So they have to rely on pitching. I mean, Skubal's numbers don't look very good tonight. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 5 1/3, but he's got great stuff.
Oh, tremendous stuff.
Here's the 1-1. Foul to the left, out of play. He can harness it.
And I guess with Murphy, I mean, he's used to coming into the game in the 2nd or the 3rd, sometimes following those openers. And tonight doesn't come until the 7th. So, why not?
He's never had a big league save chance. Right now, it would be a save with the 3-run lead. The pitch is swung on and missed, an inside delivery, and that retires the side. On we go to the 9th inning. Red Sox 5, Tigers 2 on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Want to see where your experience and passion for teaching can take you? Peace Corps volunteer teachers and educators work hand in hand with welcoming communities around the world. Ready to learn more than you teach? Visit peacecorps.gov/bold.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Murphy has been very good. 2 scoreless innings. Trying to finish this one out and earn his first major league save. In that case, it went to go to Barclough for sure. Red Sox with a 5-2 lead, and here's Rogers, the catcher. He struck out twice and fly to center, and he takes a strike. We're in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Alfa Romeo of Boston, Alfa Romeo Millbury, and Alfa Romeo Warwick. And a foul to the right out of play. Joined tonight by Duke Castiglio from Channel 5 and Rich Keefe, our pregame host and talk show host at our flagship. Here's the 0-2 and a foul to the backstop.
You know, Joe, I don't know if you remember this, but I think it was 16 years ago. A good friend of mine, Tristan Bessie, was your intern, took your course at Northeastern.
Oh, yes.
Snagged a foul ball right here in this very booth.
Yeah, he was really good. Gave us some great information. Very sharp young man, bouncing pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-2.
You've had a couple balls go in this booth this year.
I was going to say, how often during a season does a ball come?
Just once or twice. I mean, the angle we're at, we're 5 stories up. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball away. Chris Murphy gets his second strikeout.
The old Tiger Stadium, Rich?
Yeah.
You were actually closer in the broadcast booth to the hitter than the pitcher was. Do you remember that?
Oh, we could hear the conversations. That was scary, too. The Tiger announcers, Ernie Harwell, the late great Hall of Famer, and Paul Carey, had a net, but it was too hard to adjust to the net when you only did 6 games a year there as Cabrera fouls it back. So we took our chances, and a couple times I thought it was all over with bullets coming back by left-hand batters.
Yikes.
You're about 50 feet from home plate.
Wow.
Had a great view.
Yeah.
0-1 to Cabrera, who struck out twice and grounded to short.
What's the best place to broadcast a game now? Besides here, obviously.
You know, Tampa Bay, it's a bad ballpark, but it's a good location for us. So is Seattle. The pitch is swung on foul to the right out of play.
Except they crank the music there in St. Pete.
Oh, it's the den. I call it the den of din. So much artificial noise. Maybe they don't need it as much now the way they're playing. Although
good team again.
They struggle a bit of late. We are winning tonight against Cleveland. Late in that game, the pitch bouncing in there.
Just one final, Rays 9, Guardians 8.
Ooh. And how about Toronto?
Toronto currently losing 6-2 in the 9th.
So the Red Sox could be within 3 games of Toronto. Seattle playing later against first place Orioles. The pitch. Strike over the outside edge, and Miguel Cabrera's rung up. Sort of sad to see that. This great hitter with 3 strikeouts.
You know, Jim Wolf's had the outside all night. You know, I think it's been a pitcher's strike zone on the outside. This is the second time Cabrera's been walking back to the dugout upset. But it was the same pitch that struck him out before. Same location.
Definitely a pitcher's umpire. Here's Carey. Only hit allowed by Sale. A home run deep into the bleachers in right center and a hanging slider. Ball 1.
There was a time when Jim couldn't umpire his brother's games beyond the plate. Remember that?
Right. He had to work bases. There's a strike.
When Randy got the start, he had to work the bases.
He used to be in the 60s and 70s a catcher. Tom Haller and his brother Bill was a home plate umpire. Crew chief. That one off the mid of the catcher goes back 2-1. Baseball had to deal with that. But I could see why you wouldn't want to have a brother calling balls and strikes. The 2-1 pitch to the left-hand hitter, and a check swing low. Connor Wong's done a very good job with all 3 pitchers tonight. Sale, Barraclough, and Chris Murphy. Murph's 3-1. Grounded foul around the batter's box. The Red Sox pen quiet. Well, this is exactly how Alex would have drawn it up.
Yeah,
not even have to think about using Schreiber, Winkowski, Martin, or Jansen. We've pitched each of the last 2 days.
Yeah, the perfect formula for the last 2 games, but of course that leaves you kind of open-ended here. And to get 4 2/3 out of Sale, and now Murphy going about 3.
2 down, 9th inning. 3-2 pitch coming to Kerry Carpenter for Murphy. Here it is, and he tries to pull off the pitch. It's a ball. Goes to the backstop. He'll stop at first base. A fastball up and in. Murphy with his second walk. So here's Javi Baez, who struck out but hit by a pitch and grounded out 5-3. Tigers have had only 2 hits tonight, and they both came in the 5th inning.
53 pitches now for Murphy. He had 62 in his last outing, 54 prior to that. So this is right in his wheelhouse.
Trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Baez swings and fouls it to the right out of play. He takes one of the biggest swings in the
Doesn't
game.
he? That takes him forever to get it out of the batter's box. That's the way Rafi was able to cut off that ball deep in the hole and throw him out at first base last at bat.
Yeah, that's a problem with overswinging. You get a slow start, low and away.
And he swings at everything.
Little slow pitch softball to his game. Just
Oh,
big
wow.
hacks.
He's fanned 102 times this year. Not an accident. 1-1. 2 out, ninth inning. Baez swings and doesn't get it. High changeup.
He's trying to hit a home run here. It's a 3-run game, not a 2-run game.
Sometimes I don't pay attention to those things. 1-2 pitch from Murphy. Runner goes, and it's swung on and missed. Strike 3. The ball game is over. Chris Murphy has his first major league save, and the Red Sox make it 3 straight as they beat the Detroit Tigers in the first of this 3-game series 5-2. The Red Sox have now won 4 of their last 5. 5-2 Boston. Totals next on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
With Aetna, mental health support is part of your plan. Our large network means you can get an in-person or virtual appointment with the therapist that's right for you. And that's how healthier happens together. Find out more at Aetna.com.
I have dreams, big dreams, and I want to do something big with my life. I believe education opens doors to opportunity. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm ready to invest in myself.